not worry.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new Do Not Worry stream. I'm your host, Anthony, coming to you live from the heart of Lebanon in the Zero Night with a brand new stream, brand new topics, brand new everything, folks. We going crazy. Sorry for the delay. I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time being on time. I don't know what's happening. I tried to take like a 15-minute, literally a 15-minute nap before filming, and then the cats were jumping all over the room, making all sorts of a ruckus, crazy ruckus. I couldn't get literally 2 minutes of sleep. It was crazy, but we love those little fuckers, don't we? We love those little blonde, those little orange bastards, don't we? Look at all the members in chat. Hello, we got Ramy Winter, Jesse Jean Short, B-Ball982, Crystal 1989, F8W, Hot Ham Radio, Dr. Sahiba, Ava Lesko, Briar Leaf. How's everybody? We got Haley. We got also Lil Shaitan. How's it going, Lil Shaitan? And Drac and Honk Big. How's everybody doing? You guys doing okay? We got a lot to talk about. Franklin Goodwin says, GWAM in the thumbnail. I prefer not to speak. Listen, it says this is like a pretty. Let me just move this a little bit. Whoopsie. GWAM. I saw a tweet from Uma Palma. Uma Palma, who had put out that tweet, kind of uncovering that Ethan wasn't allowing the crew to stream together, etc. He had this other tweet. Apparently, they did a whole live stream about like David and his victim yesterday, and like they just had some disgusting comments to make. So we're gonna react to those just at the end of the stream. There's not much GWAM, folks. Don't you worry. Okay, don't click away because of GWAM. She's barely gonna factor into this episode. There's a lot to talk about though this week. New Jared Leto sexual assault accusations. Boy George, remember Boy George? Come, chameleon. That's Boy George, right? You come and go. You come and go. I used to love this fucking song. Now he's like a reggae artist and he's like a Zionist. He did a whole reggae song about Israel. We're gonna listen to it. Every single second of that song, we are going to listen to it and react together. I can't believe the Karma Chameleon guy. What am I banging on my mic for today? What's happening? What the fuck? Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. You take 3 weeks off of streaming with a proper setup. You don't know how to behave in front of a microphone. So we are going to listen. Yeah, the Boy George story is real. It's very real. Since I'm more shocked. Since when does he sing reggae? Like what? Boy fucking George is doing reggae music, culturally appropriating Jamaican music. Hey man, hello man. I am Boy George. Remember the Karma Chameleon. Remember the Karma Chameleon. It is I, the white boy George. White boy George. They should call him White Boy George. Honk Big just became a member. Honk Big, welcome to the thank you so much for being a member and for supporting the channel, folks. And speaking of which, folks, let me take a second to thank our lovely members and patrons. Without y'all, this show cannot survive. We can't keep doing it. I simply can't. I can't keep making the excuse. I got a live stream today. Well, now that we have members, we have a goal of 600 members. We're at 350 members now with Honk Big. We're at 351 members. You guys keep this show flowing. There's going to be a lot of exclusive content for members. So thank you for becoming a member, Honk Big. It makes a massive difference. Members get exclusive content. Patrons get exclusive content. Karine has already sent me her video about the Morning Glory milking farm. I downloaded it yesterday. Couldn't open the zip file on my PC. Got to re-download it using Google Docs that she sent it twice. So I'm going to download it using Google. Hopefully that'll work. So that should be uploaded for patrons very soon. Members might get a little taste of it. I'm going to make sure the members get a small taste of that. And then you can hop on to Patreon to get the rest of that. Let me take a second to thank some of our lovely members. Members such as Mithy Eve, who's been a member for 14 months and much like Haley is constantly gifting, much like Polish Pusher, much like a lot of you guys is out there gifting memberships and is extremely generous. Mithy Eve, we thank you for being such a precious member. Jesse Jean Short, who's also been a member for 12 months. Holy shit, Jesse Jean. That's crazy. M. Glahim, or EMGL7IM, has been a member for 3 months. Thank you. Elizabeth Posselt. Elizabeth Posselt has been a member for Elizabeth 2 months. Thank you so much. Who rejoined just 1 day ago. Thanks so much, Elizabeth. Mike M. 1917 who's been a member for 3 days. Thank you, Mike M. We appreciate you. Whether you guys have been a member for 1 day and you've been gifted your membership, whether you've been a member for 14 months and you've been paying for that membership and gifting memberships, we appreciate you all. We love you all. Thank you so much. Chris Blessing, 45, who's been a member for 17 days. Thank you, Chris Blessing. Also, Kiki Kokado. Kiki Kokado has been a member for 2 months. Thank you, Kiki Kokado. That's we love that. Thank you so much. Tiny Ghost, and I'm sorry, I was a bit inconsistent with the members content, but now that I'm back here, I got so much shit, so much Lego stuff to build, so much shit to talk about. You know, members of this channel are gonna get a whole lot of shit. Tino's Playroom members are gonna get a whole lot of shit. Anomaly, who's been a member for 3 months. Thank you so much, Anomaly. Zooted Koala 93, member for 2 months. Thank you, Zooted Koala, and all you guys in the chat. Thank you. We appreciate you. We love you. And Honk Big, welcome to the family. Pikasusu, Wolfboy 420. Thank you guys. Genuinely. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you to our lovely YouTube members. Consider becoming a member and supporting the channel. That would make a massive difference. And we love you. Also, big thank you to our patrons. I'm going to thank our 3 newest patrons. Bertram Balk, who used to be a patron, who renewed. Jordan M, who used to be a patron, who's now back. And Villamina, who's also a member. So we thank the 3 of you for becoming brand new patrons and some other patrons. Got your patron, Ilal Mujabri, superhero patrons. A rose for you. Rana F, Maroon Buslaimin. Fadi Mac, blonde patrons, Matthew Bax, Daniel Nechle, Mercedes W, and abductee patrons, Selena Francis, Choki, Sayo9394, RC207, Daphne, Curly Legend, Adam Khazan. We love you. We appreciate you. Thanks so much, patrons. Keep your eyes peeled for that brand new Morning Glory Milking Farm from Karine. And again, just a final reminder, you don't need to be a member. You don't need to be a patron to support the channel. Simply like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching the replay, hit that like button, hop into the live chat, say hello, join our Discord. Can someone pin the Discord link, please? And also consider subscribing to Tino's Playroom, my second channel. We did a Lego haul, Lego stream yesterday. Kind of showed off all my new shit. Guys, I started... By the way, I found out that my mock fits 2 more base plates. I just had to cut them. I had to kind of make 2 of my base plates a little bit smaller. So it's a 2x4 base plates. This thing is even longer and bigger than I thought. So I'm going to try to record a whole video tomorrow. Just a pre-recorded video just about the elements you need, or the elements that I'm going to be using for my Star Wars mock. Hopefully that'll be kind of a nice video in case any of you guys want to do something similar. I'll let you know what I bought, my logic behind buying a lot of the things that I bought, just specifically for the mock. So we're only going to look at my Clone War stuff, the base plates, all that sort of thing. I'm going to record that video tomorrow. That's going to be on Tino's Playroom. If you guys are into movies, I'm going to be watching Spider-Man soon, the new Spider-Man movie. I'm going to do a review on Tino's Playroom. This is going to become my main channel for basically everything that's gaming. It's already for gaming and Lego, but also movies. Like, I reviewed the Odyssey on this channel just because there's a lot of, you know, drama around the Odyssey, right-wingers versus left-wingers. Is it woke? DI, all that bullshit. So I wanted to cover it on this channel, especially that I've covered the Odyssey a lot. But moving forward, all the movie stuff, all the reviews, previews, trailer reactions, it's all going to be on Tino's Playroom. So go ahead. And Chris has just shared the Discord link. Let me pin that real quick. And also, I'm just going to share the link for the channel. Consider subscribing to the channel. Would be super awesome to have you guys there. I'm going to be spending a lot of time on that channel because, again, I'm building a massive Star Wars mock. There's so much stuff that I need to build. And especially members are going to be getting a lot of content on that channel because there's a lot of stuff that I want to build. Not worth doing a main stream for that. So a lot of member stuff just chilling with me as I build a lot of Legos. So consider subscribing. We would love to have you there. Thank you. Enough self-promotion. Let me see how I'm going to start this. I was also used in an AI ad, folks, for an AI-made game that was on Instagram. Someone, a friend of the show, sent it to me. He was like, "Hey, you have a Syrian accent promoting some game on Instagram." I was like, "What?" So someone has literally used me in an AI ad without my consent. It's kind of fucking freaky, honestly. Like, this is funny. Like, it's not funny, but like, it's like a silly product. Like, no harm done, I guess. But like, this stuff could be used for so many nefarious reasons. Like, it's kind of disturbing. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You know, it's a little disturbing. I should probably start with that. Let me start talking about that Syrian commercial. You guys want to watch me in a Syrian commercial? This is fucking weird, man. This is weird. So I screen recorded this off of Instagram. Chris is asking, can I sue them? So they're like it's like a, let me see. It's like a Facebook. I don't have Facebook anymore. That's the problem. Let me try to find that message that sent this to me. How long ago was that already? Let me go to my Uno Momento. Bruh, imagine looking through fucking Instagram DMs to fucking find this. Mike. Okay, there it is. So it's from a company called, or a Facebook page called Trend Lounge Vibes. Trend Lounge Vibes. Okay, someone look that up for me on Facebook. Let me just write it down in my notes so that I don't forget. Trend Lounge Vibes. So I am in an AI. So someone sent me this video via Instagram DM, like, hey, why are you speaking in a Syrian accent? Someone used you in like some kind of ad. So if someone has Facebook here, go check out Trend Lounge Vibes. And so here's the ad. Look at this shit. Look at this. You're not gonna understand shit. It's in Arabic.
يا أخي والله اللعبة تشيكن رود غير شكل بعدها نازلة واللبنانيين بلشوا يربحوا بالهبل كل اللي عليك تمشي الدجاجة على الطريق والمصاري عم تنزل مثل المطر جربتها من باب التسلية وفجأة.
Okay, first of all, what's disturbing is that this is from like my US streams and like this was someone who was watching my streams and my sisters in the fucking States. Like, this is fucking recent. Like, why would they even shoot? Like, why did they choose that background to not? Don't fucking use this. This is no fucking consent. If you're watching right now and you use me, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I don't know how yet, but like, I ain't a fan of this. Don't fucking do this. If you're watching this stream, this isn't fucking funny. ممنوع تعمل هيك أخي. خي شو عم تعمل؟ ممنوع. Okay, so I got a straight up Syrian accent.
المضاعفات 100 200 الشاشة ولعت وأنا طار عقلي. الإيداع سهل تاتش ألفا أو أم تي وش ماني زين كاش أو حتى يو اس دي تي وبيتكوين كله بيمشي فورا. السحب 10 ثواني والمصاري بجيبك ما في أوراق ولا انتظار. ما تتأخر يا أخي الناس كلها عم تركض.
The game's called Chicken Road. You guys want a translation of what he's saying? I have no idea why they chose me sometimes. I have no idea if this person knows me, if this person is like a fan and was like, hey, if someone, I don't know if someone likes me and thought I would find this endearing. I don't know if someone is trolling me. I don't know if someone like randomly is picking out like content. Like, I have no idea. If this had appeared to me, I would have thought maybe this is like some kind of AI software that is like recognizes that like I'm watching an ad, so they thought I'm more likely to download this game if the ad is starring me. I have no idea. Like, maybe there are ads like this starring all of you. I have no idea what the fuck happened. And I don't even have a Facebook account. And these guys don't have an Instagram account. And I don't have a Facebook account to like reach out and be like, yo, what the fuck is happening? So Chicken Road. Let me it's AI dubbed. This is literally AI dubbed, guys. This isn't my voice. I did not talk about Chicken Road while I was streaming in the States. Exact Chris says you aren't even that famous. That's what I'm saying, man. And this gets in the way. Like, what if someone actually wants to hire me for an ad? They're gonna be like, oh, it's the dude from Chicken Road. We ain't paying this guy. You know, like, I recently did an ad for bricking, and I got paid in Lego. Now, if the good people over at bricking.com, Lebanon's greatest source of Lego and building blocks and bricks, sees this, they're like, wait a second, we paid this man good Lego to do an ad for us, yet people are using his image for free for AI ads. We're not paying him again. My image has been soiled, ruined in the market. What is this? I'm a man who sells my advertising services for the worthy. Now you're telling me that people are just using me for free without my consent? Pay me, motherfucking Chicken Road motherfuckers. Where's my check? Where's my Chicken Road check? Okay, so let's listen to this.
يا أخي والله اللعبة تشيكن رود غير شكل.
Says, Wallah akhi, says, God, my brothers, this Chicken Road game is insane. Don't use, but this is not consent for you to use this now. Now that I'm talking about Chicken Road, don't make this into a fucking commercial. Should I sit like this the whole time so that you don't put me in a commercial? If I sit like this the whole time and I talk, you're not going to use an ad with my fingers up, or can AI just get rid of my fingers now? خد Chicken Road. Hey, Rafik.
بعدها نازلة واللبنانيين بلشوا يربحوا بالهبل.
He says, okay, this game Badan is it just came out. This game just dropped, and the Lebanese people are winning stupidly. They're making money, or they're winning stupidly.
اللي عليك تمشي الدجاجة على الطريق والمصاري عم تنزل مثل المطر.
All you have to do is make the chicken cross the road, and it's gonna rain money on you. المصاري شو قال مثل حتنزل مثل المطر. Chris, did you do this? It's definitely Chris.
جربتها من باب التسلية وفجأة المضاعفات 100 200 الشاشة ولعت وأنا طار عقلي.
I don't know what the fuck he's saying. الشاشة ولع. He's like, the screen is on fire and I'm flying.
الإيداع سهل. تاتش ألفا OMT وش ماني زين.
You can get your money through Wish, OMT. What the fuck, man? How do you even make money on this game? How are you making real money? How does someone make money on Chicken Road? This doesn't make any sense. One Saliva Bubble says, I just found you from the Chicken Road ad. Subbed. You see, that's what people are going to start stopping me in the street. Are you the Chicken Road guy? Are you the Chicken Road guy? I'm going to be like, what the fuck?
كاش أو حتى USDT وبيتكوين كله بيمشي فورا. السحب 10 ثواني والمصاري.
Bitcoin? What?
ألفا OMT وش ماني زين كاش أو حتى USDT وبيتكوين كله بيمشي فورا. السحب 10 ثواني.
You can even use Bitcoin.
والمصاري بجيبك. ما في أوراق ولا انتظار.
You can get your money right. You can make whatever money you make off a Chicken Road. Get that in your bank account right away. Apparently, no delays.
ما تتأخر يا أخي. الناس كلها عم تركض والدجاجة قبل الكل.
Chris, can you send them a DM? Chris, send them a DM. Be like, yo, the guy from your ad wants you to take it down. I need someone to represent me, man. Tell him Chicken Road guy بدك شيله الدعاية هلا أو مشكلة كبيرة جاية تكون. شو سامعين يا Chicken Road trend page whatever the fuck trend lounge.
اضغط الرابط وجرب حظك هلا واحصل على المكافأة.
Like get the link, use the link, download the game and get the prize. احصل على المكافأة. I've never even heard the word مكافأة. So yeah. Now look. It's funny, ultimately, like, it's a stupid, silly online game, Chicken Road. Again, no, like, harm done to my image. I'm not happy with this. Take this shit down. But it's like, they could have me promoting any fucking random fucking thing, man. They could have me promoting weird fucking products, unhealthy products. They could have me in fucking porn, man. Like, this is fucked up. And I'm just some fucking guy. Like, what if genuinely, AI is terrifying, man. It's always been, I'm not scared of it now because it affects me. I hate AI, but like, genuinely, like, women, man, any woman could be placed in any sort of fucking video, any kind of context. Again, I'm someone like I'm kind of a public figure. You can't just fucking use me in your commercials, man. You gotta pay me good money for this. At least pay me in Lego sets, like the good people at bricking.com. What is this shit? You know? So I'm gonna laugh it off this time while still reaching out. Chris says the video is not even on their page. I don't even get where is this. I don't even know where it is too, man. I tried to like. I don't know what the fuck this is, dude. Like, I was just sent the Instagram link, you know? I click on Trend Lounge Vibes, and that's what you get. And then you get the option to install it. That's all I see. You can install the game. Like, Trend Lounge is not even a real page. It says Trend Lounge Vibes, local service, 65 Facebook followers. It says 65 Facebook followers. That's what's happening here, man. I don't know what the fuck this is. It has 1 like on Instagram, so I don't even think this ad is effective. Only 1 like? My AI ad only got 1 like? What the fuck? If you're gonna use me for an AI ad, at least make sure it gets fucking visibility. What the fuck is this? Stupid ass Chicken Road? Doesn't even sound like me.
يا أخي والله اللعبة Chicken Road غير شكل بعدها نازلة واللي
Chicken Road. Aslan, why do I sound like a Syrian man? Why did they make me Syrian? And there's a Lebanese flag at the bottom. This shit is fucking weird. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all, okay? Stop this AI stuff. Stop all of this artificial intelligence. I don't like it. Account based in this is, oh my, if they're based in, this would make so much sense if they're based in Tel Aviv. Is it actually based in Tel Aviv? For real? I need somebody to investigate this, man. If it's based in Tel Aviv, I'm definitely being trolled by like H3's cousins or something. H3 fans. Chris says the AI version sounds very manly. This is the real manliness right here, man. Okay? This is the real manliness. So anyways, that's fucked up. I don't like it. I don't find this funny. You know, I'm not a fan. Yeah, Haley says they heard you say Assyrian prince and thought you meant a Syrian prince. I'm a Lebanese. I'm an Assyrian prince. Make it an Assyrian. Mutuwat spy Chicken Road. Spy you eat. Oh, Chris is sending me extra information. What is this? Well, they have a phone number. They're in Los Angeles, California. So it's a Los Angeles-based company with a phone number, huh? Yo, this is definitely H3 podcast, man. That's the H. It's got to be AB. It's got to be AB from the H3 podcast. Okay, thank you, Chris. Thank you for that detective work. There we fucking go. That's what happens when you get rid of Facebook. Can't do that investigation. Thank you, Chris. So they're in Los Angeles, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna fucking call those motherfuckers. Los Angeles, California. H3, that's what you're doing with my image? You can't get me any other way. You're making me the spokesperson for Chicken Road? Chicken Road? Anyways, moving on. I'm upset about it. Okay, I don't like this. You know? We're gonna do it. We're gonna call them live. I will call them live. Haley says Los Angeles, Tel Aviv, same thing these days. I know, right? Should I try calling them now? I think I have an app. Let me see. I do have an app that allows me to call. Viber. Is it still working? My subscription was canceled. God damn it, I can't. I'm not gonna pay. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do it another time. We'll do it another time. I'm not gonna call them now. Okay. Chris says no, not from your number. Okay. Well, we're gonna forget about it now. Okay. We'll deal with this another time. From what number From what number can I call them then, Chris? What do I do? How am I gonna get another number? How do I call them? Pay phones? What do I do? There's no pay phones. Fucking Israelis, man. Okay, this video's been going viral. Haley Stevens, who is running against Abdul Saeed. Stevens met with community leader Jai Singletary, who told her he already voted for Abdul. Oh, his name is Abdul El Sayed. I thought it was Abdul Sayed as his last name. Abdul El Sayed. Singletary showed photos of the youth soccer team he coaches before telling Stevens lawmakers shouldn't be supporting Israel's military that has killed children in Palestine. And apparently she just dipped as soon as she tells her that. Let's see.
That's awesome.
One, I did already vote, early voted. Somebody is going to win. I do not want Mike Rogers to win. And whoever it is, like I said, it's not an issue. It's not a candidate issue. It's a human rights issue.
Yeah, right.
Jai, what's your full name?
Jai, J-A-I.
It's a human rights issue. She just walks away. Okay, wait. We got to watch a little bit more of this. I want to watch this whole thing. Let's do it. Here at the Roost Coffee Shop in Detroit's Woodbridge neighborhood, where U.S. Rep. Haley Stevens is about to get a cappuccino. Let's see how it goes.
Oh, this is so cool. I'm so excited to be here. Hi, guys. How are you?
How are you doing today?
Okay, good. Oh, hey, Catherine.
I've not been following this this election much, but she's, as far as I know, massive Israel supporter, massive Zionist. Hassan has been backing Abdul El Sayed very, very strongly. I did criticize Abdul El Sayed's cringy Taylor Swift dance video. I'm like, listen, you're an Arab man, and don't lower yourself. Don't stoop to like, you know, the white soccer moms who, like, if they like Taylor Swift, don't be dancing, don't be doing no cringe Taylor Swift dancing. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, keep your pride. You're a proud Arab man. Be a proud Arab man. Don't be dancing to no fucking Taylor Swift to get the white vote. You don't need that. You're above that. Be above that. All right. Well, fuck, I'll talk about you more here, man. But just like forget the Taylor Swift move. So I found that to be a little bit cringy. But I mean, he supports Medicare for all, intensely against Israel, etc. Seems like a good candidate. Definitely much better than her. She is she is an APAC recipient, as far as I understand.
We got 8 days. Okay.
Hey!
Okay, we're gonna watch the whole thing.
Fundraiser for Mike Rogers. You talk often about how important it is to beat Mike Rogers. What do you think of that?
Well, look, I'm also deeply proud to have a ton of support here in the city of Detroit. And frankly, even across the state of Michigan, as we well know. You know, I've been endorsed by the mayor of Grand Rapids, the mayor of Lansing, mayors across the Metro Detroit area, and I'm on the team. I'm on the Democratic team. I'm on the Beat Mike Rogers team. And so there is a very diverse coalition, an amazing coalition. I think we're all aware that this is.
And like, she's running in Michigan. Michigan, for those of you all know, Dearborn, Michigan, massive Arab population, massive Lebanese population, massive Muslim population. Some people call it Dearbornistan. It's not funny. It's like a very racist thing, you know. But like, You know, if you're running in Michigan, you better fucking be at least anti-Israel. You know what I'm saying? So like, why the fuck is this even an option in Michigan?
It's a close race, and so I'll do my part to get out the vote and, you know, to work with folks. Either way this cuts, you know, I've been so energized and proud to be in this race. I always knew it was going to be a primary. That's why I put my hand up, you know, to engage in this process. And you know, we've had a lot of forums, a lot of debates. We have another debate tonight, and in 8 days, the polls are going to close. You know, we're going to know who our nominee is after all the ballots have been counted, and then it's off to the races. And
she looks like a fucking
you know,
psycho.
unfortunately,
She's got those Zionist eyes, man. She's got it's in the eyes, Chico. They never lie. The eyes, Chico.
Rogers can't say the same. You know, he's been endorsed by Donald Trump. He is trailing in the polls. He's barely been campaigning. It's not even clear what he's campaigning on or endorsed by Donald Trump. And, you know, unfortunately, Mike Rogers can't say the same. You know, he's been endorsed by Donald Trump.
Lady, you're not even going to get to Mike Johnson.
He is trailing in the polls. He's barely been campaigning. It's not even clear what he's campaigning on.
So everyone's asking what's up with her accent. I don't know what her accent is supposed to be. I don't think I've ever heard this lady talk. I've had such little interest in this person or like her race. Like, I just don't give a shit about Haley Stevens. I guess, you know, now we need to know.
Really, you know, why he's running for United States Senate, albeit to maybe go there and have a good time. You know, I'm here, I'm fighting for Michigan schools. I'm fighting for the next generation. I am fighting to lower costs, and I've got real day one plans on that.
But like, don't politicians always change their accents? Like when they go to the South, they start talking like this. Oh, I love me some chicken fried steak. Yeah. It's like, what? You don't sound like that. Why are you talking like that? Hillary Clinton. Apparently AOC just like dropped some kind of Midwestern accent or something. Like they can't help themselves, dude. How's it going, Texas? Yeah. Oh yeah. You guys ready to go to the polls? Pokemon go to the polls? It's like, what are we doing? People aren't dumb. They know what you sound like. They know when people are being like talked down to, you know what I'm saying? Or patronized. Why are you talking like that? What the fuck? You know?
Yeah, look, I am so in support of Michiganders who come together to put together these ballot initiatives. I believe I know which one you're talking about, and I love that. You know, it's for the state officials.
SS Kidsy, thank you so much for becoming a member. Let's fucking go. Welcome to the family. We appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the channel and the show. Much, much love. Welcome.
That could become a template for how we change, you know, our laws here in the United States of America. You know, people are deeply frustrated by, you know, the money in politics. You know, my opponent, Abdul, he talks about that. Money out of politics, money in your pocket, except for, you know, he just hasn't been transparent about the money going into his pocket. So I'd love to do addendums too to, you know, constitutional, state constitutional orders like that. You know, maybe requiring candidates to disclose their full tax returns, you know, disclose their personal.
How much money did you get from AIPAC, you fucking psycho?
Financial disclosures before people vote. We've had hundreds of thousands of people vote in this election. Mike Rogers has, you know.
She looks like someone that GWAM would love. No, or am I mistaken? I feel like GWAM would fucking vote for her in a heartbeat.
He had a leaked phone call, and he said, geez, I want to run against Abdul. You know, he tacitly endorsed Abdul in his Democratic primary, and voters deserve to know what Abdul's hiding in his full tax return and his personal financial disclosure. You know, is that something the Republicans are going to exploit? You know, so yeah, let's have transparency, and let's...
How about they exploit your love of Israel? I think that's a lot easier to fucking exploit.
Clean this stuff up. Let's get back to democracy for democracy's sake. I'm sick and tired of the way these, you know, elections just get run away from us. You know, I remember I was running for my first re-election, and, you know, my opponent, you know, he had raised some money, but, you know, hadn't really been doing the work, and then the Republican super PAC came in for him. You know, Mike Rogers, he's being funded by...
Yaya Kelly says he's not hiding anything. Oh yeah, I'm sure. This is just a bunch of bullshit right now.
Dark money groups. Abdul's got a super PAC himself.
Dark money groups, super PAC.
You know, his largest donor, his father-in-law. You know, and they had an FEC complaint. I agree.
Okay, father-in-law gave him some cash. Better than AIPAC. Haley Stevens, AIPAC. From AI to AIPAC, 6 issues defining Haley Stevens, Abdul Sayed race.
You know, let's ban dark money. Let's end Citizens United. This is why I have an A rating from End Citizens United, and so proud to have the endorsement of Defend the Vote, who I'm working with every single day on doing just that here in the state of Michigan.
Okay, let's watch this full video. But first, let's read this real quick. From AIPAC, from AI to AIPAC, 6 issues defining Haley Stevens. Use cookies. Okay, I accept your fucking cookies. What the fuck? From AI to AIPAC, 6 issues defining Haley Stevens, Abdul Sayed race. In the Michigan race to replace retiring U.S. Senator Gary Peters, there has been no shortage of major issues for candidates to address. What is the future of healthcare? What to do about the high cost of living? Should the rules around money and politics be changed? Those and other policy questions have emerged as key points of debate in the contentious Democratic primary between Haley Stevens and former Wayne County Health Director Abdul Sayed. The race, Abdul Sayed, I'm just going to say it in Arabic. The race is one of the nation's most closely watched primaries as Democrats fight for a majority control of Congress and chart the party's ideological future. Michigan's open Senate seat, okay, blah, blah, blah. Money and politics. As of last week, Stevens' campaign had spent about $9 million, but AIPAC and other outside groups supporting her had poured in more than $45 million primary for ads touting her on criticizing. But AIPAC and other outside groups, holy fuck, man. No issue has dominated Michigan's U.S. primaries like campaign finance, particularly the role that outside groups like the American Israel Public Affairs Committee or AIPAC have played in the race. $45 million, you piece of shit. You're out there talking about dark money? Those figures do not include TV airtime reserved for the final weeks of the primary campaign, which is set to push Stevens' total support to more than $60 million. Holy shit, dude. This is so fucking corrupt. How do you even spend $45 million on ads? Where are you spending this money? What is this? This is fucking nuts. In Michigan's $200 million race to 2020, Super PAC spent about $56 million through the primary and general election to benefit Gary Peters, who is retiring at the end of the year. El Sayed and his allies, including Senator Bernie Sanders, claim the race has gone beyond policy disputes and is now a question of whether special interests can buy a U.S. Senate. Well, of course they can buy a U.S. Senate seat. Of course they can. He's been especially critical of spending from AIPAC, the pro-Israel group that has worked against El Sayed and other critics of U.S. aid to the Israeli government. During a Monday debate, El Sayed pointed to a recent vote by Stevens opposing a failed amendment to block U.S. funding to Israel as proof of the pro quo that comes with the quid of $30 million spent by AIPAC. Ooh, it would have been nice to watch their debate. When did that happen? Monday debate. Let me just try to find the quick. Okay. Breaking Points has Breaking Point, maybe they just have the clip and we don't have to sit through all their commentary.
A marquee race in Michigan, that being the Senate Democratic primary, is coming down.
Before in Washington, that's different to keep the cost of living down. So let me just tell you, for me, I don't take money from the corporations who are jacking up your prices in the first place. When you're bought off by DTE and Blue Cross and Big Pharma and Big Tech and AIPAC, don't be surprised that there's a pro quo that comes with that quid. That money doesn't just fall off trees. $60 million from outside organizations in this race didn't just come from nowhere. It's because those exact same organizations expect something on the other side, and that's that they get to expect to own your next U.S. senator. So it starts with being...
I thought there was a limit to how much money PACs or individuals are allowed to donate to a person. How the fuck? Like, so... Those are just regular PACs, but like super PACs are still allowed to, isn't like the maximum like up to 30 grand or some shit, but super PACs, like what, they pool money from a bunch of shit. Like how does this happen again? How does someone give someone 30, 40, 50, 60 million dollars for one election? What the fuck is that? Sunflower Dragon says there are Hassan clips covering that debate. Sunflower Dragon, thank you so much for being a member for so long and for the generous $5 dono. I'm kind of tempted to watch the whole debate at some point.
Able to say I'm the only candidate in this race who doesn't take any money from corporations. Never have, never will. So I just want to say the difference between us is $46 million of AIPAC spending. They've set a record in this race to help elect my opponent because
$46 million up to $50 million of AIPAC spending. That is certifiably insane. And Haley D is certifiably insane by just gifting 5 Do Not Worry memberships. Let's go. Haley, thank you so much. What's happening here? Haley, thank you so much. Sunflower Dragon, thank you so much. You're all blessing us today. It's way too kind, way too generous. Holy shit. Congrats to Bagley. Good old-fashioned. Slop Loma got one. Zaytun Zito got one. Yaya Kelly got one. Let's fucking go. Congrats, everybody.
they know that she'll be a reliable vote, just like she took last week to send your tax dollars to a foreign government that is aiding, arming, and abetting the very people who want to foreclose on the possibility of Palestinian self-determination. Look,
don't say self-determination. Do not use the term. Do not use the Zionist terms. Do not use the Democrats, the liberal Zionists. Do not say, I support Palestinians' right to self-determination. Don't use it, even though I know what you mean. Self-determination is good. Stop using it in that context. Because to me, when I hear someone say, well, the Palestinians deserve a right to self-determination, it means you're a liberal Zionist. You just don't want to change what's actually happening. Do not use the term self-determination. I hate it. I forbid it.
At the end of the day, my job is to take care of you here. I want to be your U.S. Senator. I want your tax dollars spent in Michigan to provide schools in Michigan, to build healthcare in Michigan, to build roads.
And Marina just slammed another gifted membership. Holy shit, we got 8 new members today. Marina, thank you so much for that lovely gift. Thank you so much for being so generous and so kind. Y'all are crazy. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
In Michigan. And I think that money sent over there to kill kids and women is the worst use of our tax dollars. And yet, that's exactly what $46 million in spending will buy you.
And Emily, he really hit this theme again and again. You know, it's really interesting and a little bit risky because I'm not sure I've ever seen campaign finance be this prominently featured in any election. You know, a lot of times, both sides are taking a lot of.
Hey, Bernie used to talk about that all the fucking time. It's been very prominent. Is there anything else, or are they just going to talk about this for 50 minutes? Okay.
Healthcare cures that RFK Jr. would thumbs up. You talk about getting money out of politics and putting money in people's pockets, but still no one knows who's putting the money in your pocket. You know, I have been transparent and I am offering, you know, real plans to address the cost of living crisis,
we want to be able
tackle Donald Trump's
and what you're talking about, well,
Dude, she looks like a ghoul, man. What an evil-looking person.
you did, but you also made some accusations here. Dr. El-Sayed, that is a question that some people may have that Congresswoman's talking about. Talk about the money and the financial disclosures. You were going to release some
We
today.
released all of our financial disclosures. Again, this is a distraction from the issues in your life.
But not
I'd love to talk about transparency. I really would. Because I want you to ask yourself, there is this group called the Center for Democratic Priorities. They didn't exist until they popped up and started running ads for my opponent. And then there's this other group called Center Forward that paid for a flight for the Congresswoman and her mother to go to Portugal. And they just released their donors. And then it's a whole bunch of shell 501c4 organizations. They're the folks who are literally putting money in our pockets right now to try and mis and disinform us about this race.
No concern about the $46 million plus spent on the behalf of AIPAC that should worry people about perhaps you doing their bidding should you win the seat.
Well, I don't think there's much.
I don't do anyone. I just accepted the $46 million as a gift. It's not going to impact me. Listen, motherfuckers, if someone gave me $46 million for something, you bet your ass I'm going to do what they want. That's how it works. If someone gives you guys, Bricking gave me a Lego set. They gave me the Triceratops set. And I was like, I'll do whatever you want. You got me for a week, okay? $46 million. You think this lady has any free will left for $46 million? By the way, American Embassy, if you still want me to do pro-American propaganda, I'm willing to take your $250,000. We'll take it. We'll take that money. Okay, we'll do whatever propaganda you want. You see what I mean? That's what happens with money. Someone sends me a big donation from Australia, I just start singing now. It's crazy. Even when I'm watching even when I'm watching other live streams now, if I see someone donating a big donation, I'll just start singing Land Down Under, Pavlov's Dog. That's what's happening now. Or if I listen to Land Down Under, I'm like, did someone send a super chat? What's happening? $46 million. This lady is a slave is a slave to AIPAC, is a slave to Israel. It's done.
Difference between super PACs going in for Abdul or super PACs going in for me.
Super PACs? What's a super PAC? Super PAC? Oh, guitar picks? What is there? Super PAC? What the fuck kind of accent is that, lady? Are you even from Michigan? Are you even a Michigander?
We have a problem with campaign finance reform. He didn't call me an ogre.
No, again, for the record, it was Mr. Fetterman that was apparently called an ogre in the call, not you.
That last part, oh my God, to even get started with this. Yeah, but yeah, put C4 up on the screen. So Politico had the
Man with long last name says Pavlov's dog. Not sure I've heard of it, but it rings a bell. That's such a Jim D. Dukers kind of joke to make. Love you, Jim. Thank you, man with long last name. That was nice.
This whole piece about how there was leaked audio of Abdul talking about John Fetterman, not Haley Stevens, saying, I have no problem primarying people like John Fetterman. I have no problem to do that.
Yeah, that's a bad thing? Okay, that's so stupid. Anyways, yeah, fuck this lady. Let's watch her again walk away from this man when he says that he voted based on human rights.
That's awesome.
One, I did already vote, early voted. Somebody is going to win. I do not want Mike Rogers to win. And whoever it is, like I said, it's not an issue. It's not a candidate issue. It's a human rights issue.
Yeah, right.
What's your full name?
J-I-J-A-I.
Human rights issue and just walked away. Look at that. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, bye. What the fuck?
S-I-N-G.
All right, now, guys.
See you.
Bye. See you tonight.
She left the store.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
One, I did already vote, early voted. Somebody is going to win. I do not want Mike Rogers to win. And whoever it is, like I said, it's not an issue. It's not a candidate issue. It's a human rights issue.
Yeah, right.
What's your full name?
Jai.
Yeah, right. Yeah, of course. Human rights. Yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
J-A-I. Singletary. S-I-N-G.
All right, now, guys.
See you.
Bye. See you tonight.
How old are you?
I'm 31.
I missed the top of this, but is it the neighborhood board?
Yeah, so I kind of answered, I put one hat on, Executive Director of Woodbridge Neighborhood Development.
Okay.
And my second hat, I've been living in the city of Detroit since 2019. I've been a resident of Michigan since 2017.
And you already voted earlier.
I did.
Absentee?
Yeah, I got ABB. Yeah, absolutely.
For Abdul.
I did.
And so why did you want to be here to talk to them?
Because, like I said, it's not a candidate issue. It's not a candidate issue. I think this is, no matter who wins, no matter who loses, because it's not like it's going to go away. I know I sound like a broken record. Those 6-year-olds that I coach here, they're just as precious as the 6-year-olds in Palestine. And it just absolutely breaks my heart when I see...
Haley says her Lego gym has his top hat on and Oliver is wearing his hair. That's adorable. That's adorable.
Limbs missing, children, they're having to play soccer on crutches with no legs, having to live lives. And I feel like my country is directly responsible for...
This guy's based. This guy's a good dude.
Those actions, and it needs to stop.
What do you make of this interaction that you just had?
What do I make of it? I mean, again, she's not a devil to me, you know? She's somebody that could potentially win this seat.
Look, you take $46 million from AIPAC, you a devil to me. This man's too nice to say that, but she's a devil to me, man. You accept money from the Israel lobby, you might as well be bathing with Satan.
And I wanted an opportunity to speak with somebody about an issue, and I have no Palestinian blood in me. It's just, I have to believe what I see.
Yo, this man's fucking base. You don't need to have, that's the beauty of it. I don't have any Palestinian blood in me. You don't need to have Palestinian blood to be able to relate to what's happening. You don't need to be Palestinian to understand injustice. You don't need to be Palestinian to understand genocide, right from wrong. You don't need to be Palestinian, man. So this man's a fucking, what a blessed dude.
I have to believe what I see. So about the interaction, it was fine. It was cordial. We got to talk about both. I tried my best to talk about both sides of what I care about in my professional work, but also as a person. Yeah.
Will you vote, if Haley wins the primary, will you vote for her in general? Likely,
yeah.
I'm curious, in your community, folks you talk to on a daily basis who maybe share similar...
Okay, I mean, look, he's still willing to vote for her, even if she wins. I mean, I get, look, here we're getting into, again, lesser of two evil voting and whatever the fuck, you know where I stand by that. But Anthony, you say you support lesser of two evils and war and stuff. That's different. That's actual life and death and shit. Jumping away, moving moving on from this. We talked a lot about the Odyssey over the last couple of weeks. I reviewed the movie. We've kind of been reacting to the right wing, Elon Musk, their reactions to the film. all this talk about DEI casting and woke casting. If there's one single black person in the movie, people freak the fuck out. This person put out a tweet that I found kind of interesting, and then it led to another interesting interaction with someone on Twitter. So this person, Clifton Duncan, says in 2003, a black man played God in a major motion picture that grossed around $500 million, which with inflation would be over $820 million today. So Bruce Almighty, by the way, was a massive hit. So yeah, $500 million in 2003, a huge hit, especially for a fucking comedy. At $820 million today, that is unheard of. No comedies make this much money. All comedies have been relegated to Netflix at this point. No one was outraged. No one boycotted. No one cared. Thank the Lord this came out before everything became a stupid culture war issue. And it did kind of make me think, like, yeah, what if someone announced Bruce Almighty today in 2025? Let's pretend this movie never happened in 2003. And this was announced today. And by the way, Morgan Freeman is going to play God. I think people would have lost their shit. People would have lost their shit, right? You can't have God be black. How can you make God be black? God's supposed to be white or Arab or Palestinian. Like, they'll say anything. In that case, they'll be like, he needs to be Palestinian if he looks like Jesus, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they would say anything to be like, don't make him black. So this genuinely would be fucking crazy. So, I mean, this man made a pretty good point. You know? Pretty decent point. If Morgan Freeman were cast today as God, people would lose their shit. But when they cast him as God, I remember in 2003, everyone was like, that's fucking perfect. Like, holy shit, Morgan Freeman, the voice of God. He narrates every fucking documentary. Morgan Freeman. Andy Dufresne crawled through 12 tunnels of shit and came out on the other side. I do a horrible Morgan Freeman. Andy Dufresne. I'm Morgan Freeman. Andy Dufresne. Andy Dufresne crawled through... how much shit, you know? 4 football fields of shit and came out on the other side of Freeman. So I remember when he was cast, I was 12, 13 years old. I was like, fuck, that's the fucking perfect choice. You know what I mean? Like, he's old. He's got that gravitas. He's got that fucking charisma. He's got the voice. Of course, who would question it? Because it's about who is right for the role, not which race is right for the role. What is culturally right? What is appropriate? What is accurate? What is inaccurate? It's literally... when you think of Morgan Freeman, I know now maybe people don't look at him as positively, but like, it's like, yeah, fuck yeah, Morgan Freeman is God. Like, I could think of maybe 2 other names. Like, you had to get someone old, you know, someone with a lot of fucking credibility, like maybe like, I don't know, Sean Connery, Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine. Like, I could think of like 4 or 5 names that could make that list. You know what I'm saying? You have to have David Attenborough. Fuck, Sir David Attenborough. He's never acted before. Fucking make him God. You know? Oh, the humans. Like, he would be fucking great. Whatever, you know? You just needed to have a great voice, charisma. Someone looks at you, kind of a kind face, you know, kind of a likable face. When someone looks at you, like, yeah, this guy could be God. No one cares that Jesus is portrayed as white or brown. How is God black? Jesus was white. What is this crazy? Nowadays, people would have lost their fucking shit. People like the Critical Drinker would have made 50 videos calling Bruce Almighty woke. You would have had Nerdrotic. This shit is woke. You would have had their whole fucking crew, geeks and gamers, all those fucking freaks, all those fucking weirdos making video after video after video. Yeah, Morgan Freeman he was accused of like something a few years ago, some kind of harassment. So I'm not trying to be overly, I'm just talking about his voice, etc. He was accused of some stuff. Morgan Freeman has been accused of some stuff. I just don't know what exactly. And the accusations came out a while ago. But anyways, all that aside, just for the sake of the argument right now, the conversation, no one said anything. Who decided to chime into this conversation? Mega incel, mega chud, former actor who now is relegated to just making like Christian movies, Kevin Sorbo. Kevin Sorbo, the old Hercules. You remember Kevin Sorbo, who now produces all these religious movies? By the way, fun fact, I met Kevin Sorbo. I already showed some of you guys this picture. I met Kevin Sorbo in like 2014, something like that. Look at this shitty quality image. Here's me and Kevin Sorbo at AwesomeCon in Washington, D.C. I paid $20 for this picture. This broke-ass motherfucker charged me $20. Now, normally when you take a photo with a celebrity at a con, you have like professional lighting, a professional cameraman, a professional background. You know, I paid like when I took pictures with actors in Comic-Con, I paid like $40. And it's like $70. Then you have to pay extra so they can print the picture for you on like a high quality fucking print. They send you the HD version on your fucking via email. It's the shit, right? Here, I gave him 20 bucks. He literally gave it to his manager. The manager put the 20 bucks in his little fanny pack, took my own phone. They grabbed my own cell phone at the time, which was like a Galaxy Note 2 or Note 4. Like, look how shitty this picture is. Look how deep fried this shit is. They took my own phone, snapped a quick photo, and just gave me my phone back. And by the way, he was like, where are you from? I'm like, oh, I'm from Lebanon. This is before I knew the fucking freak he had become. I thought he was just a regular fucking has-been actor, you know? I didn't know he was this super mega religious, anti-black, just fucking bigoted motherfucker, you know? I didn't know anything about him. I'm like, oh shit, is that Hercules from like when I was a boy? I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll pay 20 bucks for a picture. Like, that'll be a nice story to tell my family or show my cousins. I'm like, hey, you know, I'm from Lebanon. I was like, ooh, from Lebanon. I'm like, yeah, you have lots of fans in Lebanon. I was just fucking saying that to be nice. I'm like, yeah, I'll tell that to anyone. Yeah, you got lots of fans in Lebanon. I don't know if yeah, people did love the Hercules show here, you know, and Xena, Warrior Princess, starring Lucy Lawless. So I'm like, yeah, I'm from Lebanon. He's like, oh, you're Lebanese? My landlord's Lebanese. In the back of my mind, I'm like, you have a landlord? Like, no wonder you're taking 20 bucks per photo. Like, motherfucker's broke. Why are you still renting a house? You should be fucking rich. Shouldn't you be living off of residuals, off of Hercules? Aren't you like a working actor? Like, okay, you might not be getting roles now, but didn't you work enough to at least, you know, be set off like residuals? You'll still get a couple of roles here and there, like enough to do what, like, you're renting a place? Fucking Kevin Sorbo? Like, why are you poorer than me? Like, what the fuck is going on here? I was like, yeah, my landlord's Lebanese. I'm like, I didn't ask him, why do you have a landlord? I was just like, okay, peace out, man. And then, yeah, that's the fucking photo I have with motherfucking Kevin Sorbo. So let's see what Kevin Sorbo had to say real quick. Just, I like sharing this fun lore from time to time. So Kevin Sorbo shares that tweet and says, the difference being this was entertaining. Morgan Freeman is a good actor and he wasn't a diversity hire. This is a false equivalence. A false equivalence. Okay, first of all, so he's suggesting that Lupita Nyong'o, who was hired for The Odyssey. Like you said, the difference, okay, first of all, so the difference being this was entertaining. So he's saying The Odyssey isn't entertaining, for one. Morgan Freeman is a good actor. So he's saying that, like, Lupita Nyong'o, Academy Award winning Lupita Nyong'o, who ripped everyone's fucking hearts out in 12 Years a Slave, by the way, with that incredible fucking performance. And incredible, by the way, I saw 12 Years a Slave in the States at a special premiere opening. And I was watching that movie alone inside of a massive, the theater was full and it was mostly a black crowd. I cannot describe to you the feeling of watching this fucking movie. And at some point I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be here. Like, it was the most emotional movie going experience of my life. You know what I mean? I was surrounded by Black Americans, African Americans, maybe a lot of whose families had the same struggles as the characters in 12 Years a Slave. Maybe people who were descendants of slaves. Bro, the emotion, the pain was palpable in that fucking theater. I felt every single person around me fucking shaking and crying repeatedly. So was I. I bawled my fucking eyes out in the movie, especially the final scene when he comes back, spoiler alert, when he comes back to his family and the first thing he says is, I apologize for my appearance. Like, his family hasn't seen him for 12 years. He's been a fucking slave for 12 years. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about this scene. He opens the door of his family home. He sees his daughter is now married. I think she has a kid. He sees his whole family grown up. A whole fucking lifetime has passed. And the first thing he says is, I apologize for my appearance. I was destroyed. The scene where they're whipping Lupita Nyong'o, when she begs, I forget his character, she begs the main character played by Chiwetel Ejiofor, she begs him to kill her, and he refuses. He's like, I can't. And then he finds out that she was like killed or tortured by the whole movie. The whole movie was so fucking painful, man. And I remember walking out of that theater and tweeting out, I just watched 12 Years a Slave. I feel like punching a random white person in the face. And that was my first ever time getting in a Twitter controversy. I had no Twitter followers. No one knew my fucking Twitter. No one knew who the fuck I was. And I had a bunch of white people be like, well, it's not our fault. Why are you talking about all? I'm like, it's a joke. Like, I'm just fucking kidding, man. They're like, why are you assuming we're all racists? If we're descendants of slave owners, it doesn't mean we're racist. What's wrong with the white people? I'm like, it's a fuck. People lost their fucking shit. That was my first time ever going viral on Twitter. After I was like, I feel like punching a random white person in the face. Just because of how fucking, I'm sorry, that movie is incredibly painful to sit through. And I own it on Blu-ray. Like, that movie, I bought it just because of how I felt like that was so, but that was one of the most special movie-going experiences of my life. And I was literally like with a crowd that was like feeling this fucking pain in a way I've never felt. And I felt some of their pain, like their emotion affected me. You know what I mean? And I got to give huge props to Lupita Nyong'o, who was fucking incredible. That was the first time I had ever seen her in anything. I was like, who the fuck is this person? Where did she come from? So for Kevin fucking Sorbo, one of the worst actors alive, to say Morgan Freeman is a good actor and he wasn't a diversity hire, motherfucker, you think Academy Award winning Lupita Nyong'o is a fucking diversity hire? You think she's not a good fucking actress, you dumb fuck? This is a false equivalence. You just, they keep revealing their hand. And then if you scroll down, okay, the guy responded to him, by the way. What a fucking bitch-ass response. Says, the difference being this was entertaining, Morgan Freeman is a good actor and he wasn't a diversity hire. Correct. That's the point of the post. Thank you for restating it. So I don't know if he's agreeing with Kevin Sorbo. What the fuck? Okay, and then you got people like, weird. I don't think this actor is Greek. Yeah, motherfucker, playing Hercules as a white man. I'm offended, you fucker. Dear Kevin, what do you see in this pic? It's Lupita Nyong'o holding a fucking Oscar. Yeah, as opposed to Oscar winner Lupita Nyong'o, hack-ass clown. Lupita played 2 roles in the film and as an award-winning actress and smoking hot. Film has rave reviews and a box office killer. We got to get over it and focus on more productive things. DEI is when black people are in good movies you don't like. Yeah, exactly, right? So if he doesn't like the movie, like, I liked Bruce Almighty. Don't say it's DEI. It's a fun, entertaining movie. I don't like The Odyssey, so this is DEI. There's fucking inconsistency, bro. You're either a fucking racist and you hate all, like, you know what I'm saying? I like this movie. I like Morgan Freeman. Don't say that. I guess maybe for them, Morgan Freeman has been around for a long time. That's it. He has this reputation that he's kind of untouchable for someone like Kevin Sorbo. But like, yeah, this person makes such a good point. DEI is when black people are in good movies you don't like. Meritocracy is when black people are in bad movies that came out when you were a teenager. Yeah, I mean, look, Bruce Almighty does not deserve a 48%. I'm sorry. Bruce Almighty is a good film. Okay, what is this part? Exactly. Freeman earns his parts on merit and talent, which is why there has been no protest of any of his castings. He's paid his dues and has earned the trust of the movie going public, as opposed to Lupita Nyong'o. What the fuck? Dude, these guys are so fucking stupid. Leftists really can't understand the idea of hiring a black person simply because he happens to be qualified. They don't believe such a thing is possible. How is Lupita Nyong'o not qualified to play any fucking role that she wants? How? Especially a fake character that doesn't exist. Helen of Troy hatched out of an egg in the fucking Odyssey. She hatches out of an egg. Point me to another human being that you know that is hatched out of an egg, and I'll tell you, okay, you know what? Maybe they should have been more historically accurate to the person that hatched out of a fucking egg. These days, you call all non-white diversity hire, so this statement doesn't hold much weight. Yeah, they're eating that. At this point, they're eating themselves. Like, it's over. Stupid. So fucking stupid. And then someone else quote tweets this and says, thing is, I'm not convinced any real people are outraged, boycotting, or even care now. The culture war is 99.9% grifters, bots, and a few terminally online creeps with grass-touching allergies who listen to grifters and bots, all amplified artificially by social media. And I think that's where we're at. And again, I think that The Odyssey is just proof of that. The movie just cost $700 million. It's going to make at least $1.3 billion worldwide. At the very least, it's getting a massive release in China. If it does well in China, if it lifts off in China, bro, you're looking at 1.6, 1.7 billion, easy. So it's just proof that all these fucking people, like Nerdrotic, Critical Drinker, all these fucking weirdos making all these fucking videos nonstop, day after day, week after week. This is gonna flop. No one cares. No one cares. And Twitter in particular, Elon Musk's fucking Twitter, which is fucking drowning in bots. I don't think there's anyone fucking real on Twitter anymore, you know? It's no place to judge this. Yeah, exactly. Dead internet theory. This is precisely that. It's just the same fucking people resharing, and me talking about this stuff is giving it attention as well. You know, I'm bringing more attention to this than it fucking deserves. So I just wanted to bring out that point because I found the Morgan Freeman argument because, like, yeah, Morgan Freeman casting a black person as God in 2026 would be fucking insane. People would lose their fucking minds. You know what I'm saying? I can already hear that. Watch the video. I can imagine the videos now. You know, so this was a good point that I wanted to bring up. It would be a little different today. Also, just sticking to the Odyssey, people were talking about how Nolan has offended the Greeks, and how you know, look at this. Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis, Who wants some Takis? Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis has thanked Christopher Nolan for the Odyssey, praising. Look, he's doing a video call with the fucking Greek Prime Minister. He has thanked Christopher Nolan for the Odyssey, praising the film for boosting global interest in ancient Greek civilization. Congratulating Nolan on the film's success during a teleconference, Mitsotakis said, such productions bridge Greece's rich cultural heritage with contemporary creativity. Look at that. Dell says, but the angry man said Greeks didn't like the movie. How could this be? Elon Musk said, Chris Nolan has shown total contempt for the Greek people. Well, I think their prime minister disagrees. And he's literally thanking Christopher Nolan. And I like when this happens when who made Ghost of Tsushima? Please remind me of the name of the studio. Was it Sucker Punch? Did Sucker Punch make Ghost of Tsushima? When they made Ghost of Tsushima, it's a fantastic PlayStation 4 game. Takes place on the island of Tsushima in Japan. The mayor or like the leader of the Tsushima island like gave like a special award or something. Like they thanked the producers, the makers of that game. And we're like, hey, thank you guys for making such a brilliant game and for representing Tsushima so beautifully in your game. Like I love when stuff like that happens, when like a country comes out of the blues like, hey, thank you for making this fucking beautiful, great piece of media that represents us so well. And that encourages people to, like, the first thing, and I told you guys in my review, watching the Odyssey just made me want to travel to Greece. And I've been to Greece. I went to Greece 2 years ago. I went to Corfu, went to Athens, loved it. And I vowed to go back and that I wanted to go back. So, literally watching the Odyssey, maybe I just want to fucking book a ticket to Greece and fucking sit on a fucking sandy Greek beach and go to an old castle and shit like that. Like, that's literally what the movie made me want to do. Just travel. Go to all of those beautiful locations, except the occupied Sahara. In Morocco, we're not going there. But yeah, just a fun little tidbit. Moving on to something, a trigger warning. We're going to be talking about sexual assault, sexual harassment. So we're talking about Jared Leto, folks. So this is from Discussing Film. I'm going to open the BBC article. 4 women have accused Jared Leto of alleged sexual misconduct and assault that took place when they were teenagers. The BBC has seen photos and messages that corroborate the women's accounts, as well as an NDA that Leto sent one woman. Which is insane. What's crazy to me, though, is that Jared Leto has already been outed as a sexual abuser a while ago. Precisely more than a year ago. In June of 2025, I was like, okay, this sounds familiar. I've heard this before. Everyone's been shitting on Jared Leto online for years now. And I can't, like, I thought he was accused even earlier. So this was literally in 2025, bro. Over a year ago. 9 women accused Jared Leto of sexual impropriety. In new report, women recount alleged behavior, including flirting with teenagers, as predatory, terrifying, and unacceptable. Fuck this guy, a fucking nasty ass freak. Multiple women have accused Jared Leto of impropriety, with some calling the 53-year-old actor and musician's behavior predatory, terrifying, and unacceptable. In a new report by Airmail on Saturday, 9 women have come forward to accuse Leto of engaging in inappropriate behavior over the years, including flirting with teenagers. Speaking to the outlet, one woman said that back in 2006, when she was 16 years old, Leto approached her outside of a cafe in Los Angeles. According to the woman, Leto, who was seated with the actor Ashley Olsen, who was then 19, grabbed her arm. I looked down and it was Jared Leto, the woman told Airmail, adding, we had a quick conversation and he got my number. She went on to say that Leto called her home a few days later, recalling, I don't know if he was on drugs or what. It was the weirdest, grossest voice, but for me, it's Jared, you know? She said that Leto said he was hosting a party at his house that evening and that he invited her. The woman declined, telling the outlet, I didn't even have a driver's license. Nevertheless, she said Leto kept calling her, always at 1, 2, 3 a.m. And the conversations turned sexual. He'd ask things like, have you ever had a boyfriend? Have you ever sucked a D? She told Airmail. Again, trigger warning, guys. Another woman, this is last year's report. This isn't this latest report. Another woman, the model Laura LaRue, recounted a similar experience to the outlet, saying that when she was 16 years old in 2008, she was at an event in a private residence in Beverly Hills where Leto was watching her so intensely. He asked how old I was. I said, I'm 16. How old are you? LaRue told Airmail. Leto, who was 36 at the time, proceeded to ask for her number. The two began an email correspondence, which eventually led to her visiting Leto's home in April 2009, the April reports. I remember him teasing me the whole time I was there, LaRue said, adding he was flirting with me. He leaned in close, then pull away like it was a game. In a statement to Airmail, a representative of Leto said their communications contain nothing sexual or inappropriate. Oh, you always love to hear that, right? Well, Mr. Leto just routinely likes emailing with 16 and 17-year-olds. What is wrong with it? There is nothing sexual in those emails. He invited some 16-year-olds to his house. So what? He's an artist. What the fuck? So I remember, in a statement to Airmail, they said nothing sexual or inappropriate, and Miss LaRue later applied to work as Mr. Leto's personal assistant, further underscoring the absence of anything inappropriate in any of their interactions. Airmail reports LaRue denying ever applying for a personal assistant role with Leto. Sorry, missed a couple of super chats. Ator sends 100 Argentinian pesos. Thank you, Ator. Says the anti-woke is so ridiculous. Even the best games like GTA San Andreas and Ballad of Gay Tony, movies 1997 Odyssey, Calypso was black, V for Vendetta, according to them, all would be woke. I know, right? They won't fuck. Yeah, Ballad of Gay Tony was such a fun game, by the way. It's some of the most fun DLC ever. If there was a black character in the new GTA game, they were already kind of losing their shit at. Is her name Lucia? Why is she Mexican? Why is there a Mexican woman in my GTA? It's like, well, you fucking, you know, we played as Franklin just a few years ago. Ator, thank you so much. Also, Burt Reynolds with a $10 dono. Holy shit, Burt Reynolds. Thank you so much for the generosity. That is so fucking kind. Said he picked my best friend out of the crowd at a show and sent a roadie over to give her his number and come backstage. We were young and she looked even younger. Confirmed predator. Holy shit, Burt Reynolds with a fucking dropping a bomb in the live chat. Holy fuck. I hope she was safe. Dude, I hope you and your friends were safe. I hope she did not go backstage. Like, what the fuck? He picked my friend out of the crowd at a show and sent a roadie over to give her his number and come backstage. That's fucking nuts. We were young and she looked even younger. God damn, dude. I'm so sorry. Did she end up going backstage? Like, what happened? I hope you're okay. Don't give us any details if you don't want to. Holy shit, man. That's so disgusting. God damn, Burt Reynolds. Crazy, man. And yeah, like, right, and you guys were there to support him. Like, how fucked is that? You guys paid good money probably for those tickets or to go to that music festival. Like, preying on your fucking fans, people that like support you, people that like you, people that are there to support, to celebrate your music and sing with you. Taking advantage, like, that's what's even worse. Like, obviously being a pedophile, being a sexual harasser is horrible, but then preying on like your fans, people who look up to you, people who paid money to watch you at a concert and support you. How much of a betrayal? What a betrayal that is. What a betrayal that is. That is insane, man. God damn, dude. That is rough. Fucking gross. During a separate visit, LaRue said Leto walked out of a room completely naked when she was 17. He just walked out, dick out, like it was normal. I thought maybe this was just what adult men do, she told Airmail. Another woman who spoke to the outlet said that she and Leto began a texting relationship while she was still underage. According to her, Leto would ask her inappropriate questions during her visits to his house, such as, do any of the little boys you hang out with fuck you? Oh my God, dude. The woman added that once when she was 18, Leto suddenly pulled his penis out and started masturbating. Oh my God, dude. So again, trigger warning, guys. I'm sorry about all this. She told the outlet, then he walked over, grabbed my hand, and put it on him. He leaned in and said, I want you to spit on it. Oh my God, man. Another woman, Ali Tales, a Los Angeles-based DJ and music producer, last month on Instagram reposted a 2012 Facebook status in which she had said, you're not really in LA until Jared Leto tries to force himself on you backstage in a kilt and a snow hat. Airmail, dude, that follows up perfectly with what Burt Reynolds is saying. That there's like, it's like corroborating what Burt is sharing. He would do this to fans back, so he inviting women backstage, and he would start the harassment straight up right after the concert. So he's inviting these people backstage, and he is abusing them back fucking stage. Like, can you imagine, Burt, if you were there and then your friend gets picked out, and like you have no idea this is happening? God forbid that this happened, but like she would be backstage. God knows what's fucking happening. And you're out there thinking that she's in there having a good time. She's getting to meet one of her favorite artists, maybe snapping a selfie, maybe telling him how much she likes his music or whatever. And meanwhile, he's like trying to abuse your fucking friend. That's crazy, man. That's fucking crazy. Holy shit. Burt Reynolds says they texted for years after. She was too scared to ever meet up. He'd always ask. Okay, fuck, that's crazy. They texted for years after. She was too scared. Good on her for never meeting, man. Great. I'm glad to read that. They texted for years after. She was too scared to ever meet up. He'd always ask. Oh my God, dude. Preying on her. We were 15. She looked 12. Fuck. She was 15. God damn, man. I'm so glad to hear she's okay. He said, we got separated. I was so scared. We reunited, and she told me she didn't go backstage because she wanted to see another band. Okay. Okay, great. That's good to know. Thank you for sharing that. Like, that's a crazy story. Holy shit, man. You're both, your stories are so accurate. You're both fucking vindicated by all of this. Another woman, Ali, said, in which she said, you're not in LA until Jared Leto tries to force himself on you backstage in a kilt and a snow hat. In her Instagram stories, which Airmail reviewed, Tales said, I was assaulted and traumatized by this creep when I was 17. He knew my age and didn't care. What he did was predatory, terrifying, and unacceptable. A representative of Leto has expressly denied the various women's accusations reported in Airmail, including Tales, which the representative said were demonstrably false. So that was last year. And since then, he was hired to be in like 2 fucking major productions. He was cast in the fucking Tron movie, Tron Ares, which he was kind of a producer on. He was like kind of like one of the brains behind that movie. And just recently by fucking Amazon's Master of the Universe, their He-Man movie, he was Skeletor. And people are like, why the fuck are you still casting Jared Leto? First of all, he's box office poison, right? Everyone thinks of Jared Leto, thinks of fucking Morbius. That movie was a fucking flop. It's a fucking meme of how bad the movie was and how much it flopped. It's a joke movie. It's a joke of a movie, right? So he was in Morbius. Then they cast him in Tron. They're like, you're putting Morbius and fucking Tron? Like, how's that gonna help? It's already a struggling franchise. The last one already didn't make any money. Why are you putting fucking Morbius, rapist Morbius in that movie? That movie flopped. Apparently Amazon was like, we want some of that action. We want some of that pedophile action. Flop pedophile. Come over here and be our Skeletor and He-Man. So literally, He-Man, Skeletor, movie, Leto. Look at that. He literally voices this fucking guy. He's this guy in the He-Man movie, which was just produced by Amazon. And like, there's no way they don't know what the fuck is going on. So like, why are you fucking hiring known fucking predators? Why did a major Hollywood production, why did Amazon Studios fucking hire, and the director, who's the director of this film? The guy who made Kubo and the Two Strings? Travis Knight. Director Travis Knight recently teased the Jared Leto voiced version. So why the fuck would Travis Knight hire a known fucking pedophile to be in their fucking movie? Why would you taint your whole fucking movie? Why would you put your coworkers in a dangerous spot? Why would you put your own fucking daughters? If anyone on the crew has a young daughter, man, you want her around this fucking creep? That's what's crazier to me. Is this man has been getting mainstream work. Now, the He-Man flopped this summer. Fucking flopped. But like, you know what's going on. You know this man's a fucking predator. And you cast him in a big summer blockbuster type movie? Are you fucking shitting me? Like, are you fucking shitting me? That's fucking nuts. So I put out this tweet just earlier today. I just quote tweeted the Variety article. And I said he has been credibly accused in the past, but was still cast in Tron. And I tagged Disney Studios. And most recently in Masters of the Universe, Amazon. They all knew yet still gave this abuser work. Fucking insane. That's crazy. The fact that that's the craziest part, that he's still getting mainstream work in like a big summer blockbuster, or big summer like release type film. That's unforgivable on the ends of those two. And we'll never forget Disney and Amazon for hiring this fucking guy, because Disney owns Fox, and I think Fox produced technically Tron. Can't remember, but it was definitely Disney. So here's the new accusation. So this is from the BBC. We can't watch the documentary scene, obviously, because we'd get copyrighted. We would get like taken down. I don't mind about copyright and like not getting monetization for this, but like I think BBC would take the video down as it is, so we're not gonna listen. We're not gonna watch it. But it says warning contains graphic details of alleged sexual offenses and misconduct, as well as strong language. 4 women have accused Oscar-winning actor and 30 Seconds to Mars frontman Jared Leto of criminal sexual conduct, with the alleged offenses having taken place when they were teenagers. One of the women says she was sexually assaulted in a motel bathroom when she was 17. Fuck. Another says the Hollywood star threatened her with sexual assault when she was 19 and had been unexpectedly left alone with him in a hotel room. A third describes how she had underage sex with the star in California when she was 17, which would be classified as statutory rape. Leto shrugged off a conversation about the age of consent being 18 in the U.S. state, she says. The fourth woman describes being groomed by Leto, saying he abused his celebrity status by making repeated sexually explicit phone calls to her when she was 16. On at least one occasion, she says he suggested they should have sex. She was subsequently sent a non-disclosure agreement. Didn't he also, like, wasn't he also accused by people in like his cult? Like he would try to do sexual things. It's like he has like kind of like a cult. He fancies himself a cult leader. Didn't he also like try to have sex with members of his cult, if I'm not mistaken? She was subsequently sent a non-disclosure agreement to prevent her from talking about her relationship with Leto, which the BBC has seen. However, she refused to sign. Holy shit. It's fucking good on her. 4 further women also say they received strange and often very sexual phone calls from Leto when they were younger. Another woman says when she was 14, he instructed a security guard to take her backstage at a music festival after having made a lewd comment about her chest during an autograph signing. The girl's mother confronted Leto, but he repeated the comment. It is alleged. It's alleged. Damn. In total, 10 women have spoken to the BBC documentary, Jared Leto, Hollywood's Dark Secret, with 9 of them sharing their stories publicly for the first time. All the women say they encountered Leto between 2002 and 2016 when he was in his 30s and 40s. He is now 54. This was 25 years ago. He has gotten away with it, says one of his alleged victims. The BBC has corroborated a number of the women's accounts with friends and family who were told about the encounters with Leto at the time. In some cases, we have also seen pictures and messages that support the women's accounts. 2 men who worked with Leto's band for many years also told the documentary how uncomfortable staff felt about the way Leto would interact with teenage girls, sometimes inviting them backstage to his dressing room or inviting them to the house where he was recording. I think everyone thought the age gap was way too big, one says. I mean, that's one way of fucking saying it. Jesus Christ. Despite repeated attempts to contact Jared Leto before publication, he did not respond to the allegations put to him by the BBC. Yeah, well, good on fucking him. Fuck him. I hope this fucking destroys his career once and for fucking all, man. The only reason he even became like, what the fuck is it called? Dallas Buyers Club, where he won a fucking Oscar for playing like either a cross-dresser, I can't remember, but he won a fucking Oscar for that fucking performance, I remember. And ever since then, he's been fucking insufferable, even more insufferable. He's been in more movies. They put him as the fucking Joker, man. Oh, I forgot he was the fucking Joker in the fucking Suicide Squad movie. The worst fuck. That's how he fucking laughed in that movie. Horrendous, horrible. Can I try to go find those, or I'm not gonna have time? I have 2 magazines. I used to have a Heath Ledger. Can I? Okay, give me 1 second. Give me 10 seconds to try to find these. If I don't find them, I'll be right back. Lord time. All right, this was worth it. This was gonna be worth it. Trust me. I have some props to show you guys. Andrea Joan just became a Do Not Worry member. Thank you so much, Andrea. Friend of the show, Andrea Joan, constantly gifting so many of you guys memberships. Andrea is back as a member. Andrea, thank you so much. What a pleasure. Thank you for supporting the show as always. So years ago, before The Dark Knight ever came out, and before Heath Ledger died, maybe a few days before Heath Ledger died, you guys know Secret Santa, right? I'm sure you guys know Secret Santa. I was still in high school, and one of my best friends at the time, got me this, and I didn't know who it was. I didn't know who my Secret Santa was at the time. Got me this fucking amazing Empire magazine with Heath Ledger's Joker on the fucking cover. Look at this. Look at this. And I have held on to this fucking magazine my whole life just because of, obviously, what a legendary performance was. Heath Ledger is a fucking artist. This is one of the most memorable performances of all time, one of the greatest comic book movies of all time. I don't need to explain why I kept this thing, why I was so fucking baffled when I got it. And then he died like a few days after I got this, which was fucking crazy. I'm like, this is fucking nuts. Like, you got me this magazine and Heath Ledger fucking died. But I have held on to this magazine and I've wanted to frame it for a very long time. But then, before I ever framed it, it's still not framed, obviously, as you can see. I was like, then a few years later, they announced that Jared Leto was going to play Joker. And I'm like, listen, he's a good actor. And like he won an Oscar for Dallas Buyers Club. You know what I'm going to do? They also made an Empire magazine with Jared Leto's fucking Joker. And it's like, you know what? I'm going to buy this fucking magazine. And then if his performance ends up being good, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to frame both of these side by side. You know what I mean? Like Heath Ledger and the new Joker who's replacing him after his death. And I'm going to have both of these things fucking framed, etc. This was before any of the accusations of Jared Leto, etc. I was just like, I had the Empire cover with Heath Ledger. I'm like, I'll get the cover with Jared Leto's fucking Joker. And then I saw the fucking movie. That's how he fucking laughed. And by the way, the damage tattoo. This thing, he looks fucking stupid. You think I like the tattoos? I just bought it because I'm like, look, this could look cool having both of them framed. Clearly, I've never framed these. I gave up on the whole fucking thing. I need to frame the Heath Ledger one for sure. You know, I got to take care of that baby. But never threw this one because I was like, this is like a relic of how bad this was. This is a reminder of my mistake. This is a reminder of the error of my ways. Fuck you, Jared Leto. Fuck your Joker. But this one, can someone check if this thing is valuable? By the way, this is the Empire magazine, January 2008. January 2008 Empire magazine. When did Heath Ledger die? By the way, just quick. He died on January 22, 2008. I literally got this thing. I remembered, yeah. I literally was gifted this thing a few days, if not like the day before Heath Ledger died. Isn't this fucking crazy? This is the January 2008 issue. And he died just a few days or weeks after this. Crazy, crazy, crazy. What a fucking performance that was. Oh my God. What a fucking movie, man. God damn. Andrew says, my card expired and my membership didn't renew. One thing that is important to note about Leto is the reason he has been able to get away with this for so long is he has deep Silicon Valley ties. That makes a lot of sense. And by the way, Andrew, no need to explain. No one ever explained to me if your membership is if you decide to cancel your membership, life is precious, money is hard, work is hard, every dollar you have is hard earned. No one owes me anything. No one owes me an explanation for anything. Andrea, you're constantly supporting the channel. You're constantly supporting everybody here. So please, no need to ever explain. No one ever explained any of the stuff to me ever in your lives. Ever. Thank you so much, Andrea. Drag the Ripper sends an $8 Australian donation traveling and afraid I'll come back. Says, and as an Australian, you need to see the movie Two Hands. It's the best Australian movie in my opinion. That's Australian homework. Try to watch it somewhere. Okay. Two Hands. Okay, you know what? 1 second. I'm gonna add it to my. Thank you so much, Drac, for the generous dono, and I'm gonna add it to my Letterboxd. Is it actually good, or are you fucking with me? Two Hands. Let's see what. 1999. Directed by Greg O. Jordan. It's at a 3.5. Okay, no one's added to the watch list. Letterboxd gave it a 2.5. Is that the one? Two Hands, 1999. Is this the one? It's a young Heath Ledger. Oh, it's a young Heath Ledger. Oh, it is Heath Ledger. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay. All right, I'll watch it. Fuck yeah. I love, dude, there's so many. Dude, I used to love 10 Things I Hate About You. What a fucking movie. What A Knight's Tale. Goddamn, dude, A Knight's Tale still makes me cry. See, what was it? Anyone can change their stars. I fucking cry when the dad's like blind. He's like, that's my son. Oh, it still gets me, man, every time. A Knight's Tale. So lean, it's a perfect little movie. You know what I mean? It's not the greatest movie ever made, but for what it's trying to be. And I remember I saw a tweet once, someone saying, like, if you want to teach people screenwriting, just show them A Knight's Tale. It's a perfect fucking movie. What a movie. I cry every time. Anyone could change their stars. Son. Like, oh, stop it. You're getting me. Okay, back to this fucker, Jared Leto. Sorry for the. I had to show you guys my Empire magazines. William, that's right, William. Fucking William, dude. What a fucking movie. William. Incredible flick. In a statement to U.S. media issued on Wednesday afternoon UK time, Leto said, "I have never assaulted anyone." Oh, you put out a statement, you fucker, huh? You put out a statement, you little bitch? In a statement to U.S. media issued on Wednesday afternoon UK time, Leto said, "I have never assaulted anyone in my entire life. These claims are absolutely and categorically false." Leto has been a prominent actor since the 90s and won the 2014 Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for Dallas Buyers Club. He has appeared in hit films as Fight Club. Oh, that's right. He was in Fight Club, Blade Runner, Suicide Squad, and most recently featured in Masters of the Universe. Was he in Blade Runner 2049? I can't even remember. His award-winning rock band 30 Seconds to Mars was formed in 1998 and is touring mainland Europe and the UK next spring with concerts at O2, London, and Manchester's Arena. A version of the BBC documentary is available to watch on YouTube. Allegations against Leto have lingered for decades, for fucking decades, and you still hire this fucker? The BBC has counted more than 120 separate allegations made online relating to his behavior towards women, some of them historical. Last year, allegations flared up again when a Los Angeles DJ named Ali Tails posted a social media that she had been assaulted by the actor when she was 17, prompting other women to come forward. 9 women last year also accused of Leto of sexual impropriety. In an article by U.S. media outlet Air Mail, he denied the allegations. Dingy Gross Motel in the BBC documentary, the 4 women who allege criminal behavior: Isabel, Alex, Clara, and Etta. Very brave women. We got their names. Ladies, we're sorry you went through this. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your courage and coming out. It's not easy coming after a fucking Hollywood A-lister, a Hollywood darling, an Academy Award-winning actor. Get his ass. We got you, ladies. Fuck him. Now in her 40s, Isabel, not her real name, says she only recently stopped blaming herself for the sexual assault that she says took place in 2002 when she was 17. Look at that, man. She's fucking blaming herself. Most of my life, I had viewed these events as I was a stupid girl, and so this bad thing happened. Isabel says she agreed to meet Leto at his hotel after she had shown the actor and his friends around Las Vegas store where she was working. Oh my God, dude. Of course, you can't blame these people. They're young, they're impressionable. A fucking celebrity walks in who's supposed to know how to act around them and not be a fucking creep and not be a fucking rapist. And, you know, she's excited to meet the celebrity. He seems to take an interest in her. Hey, you want to hang out? You want to come to my place and grab a drink? You're overwhelmed. You're overtaken by the moment. You make a mistake and you're like, okay, you're young. You're a fucking kid. You're a child. We've all done dumb shit when we were kids. And keep in mind, you were a child. 17 doesn't make you... But I'm only 1 year away from 18. You're still a kid. I was a kid up until I was 25. So victim blaming is so normal and so common in these situations. That's why so many women refuse to even report cases of sexual assault, rape. When we talked about Graham Plattner. Remember we talked about Graham Plattner? Anna Kasparian was like, why didn't she call the cops? Why did she let him sleep over? She fucking gave you all the... She was afraid that he would hurt himself. She was afraid that he could hurt someone else on the road. There's a million reasons why people aren't going to report something like this. So never blame yourself. Isabel says she was sitting... the address she was given turned out to be a dingy, gross motel, but she says she presumed they would be heading out somewhere else. Isabel says she was sitting on the bed waiting for Leto to get ready when he called her into the bathroom so the pair could talk while he showered. I don't think there was many words exchanged, and he opened the shower curtain and started kissing me, she tells the documentary. He then grabbed her hand and used it to masturbate himself, she says. Fuck that. So that's a special move of his. God damn, man. Taken by surprise, the then teenager says she pulled away and told him she wanted to leave. Putting on a towel, Leto went outside and appeared to check who was around, she says, before letting her out of the room. It was only later, she says, when she looked up the actor online that she realized he was in his 30s. Age is just a number. In the 2010s, 30 Seconds to Mars was headlining in major international arenas, and crew working with the band would call local modeling agencies to offer female models for free VIP tickets, according to one ex-crew member we are calling Brad. Would call local modeling agencies to offer female models free VIP. So his own crew would call modeling agencies like, hey, we want your models to be here. We'll give them free tickets. Send us some models. That's fucking crazy. Musica Hulik just sent a $1 super chat. Thanks so much, Musica Hulik. We appreciate you. Thank you for the $1. Thank you for the $1, good sir. Good woman, good lady, good whoever. Thank you. Musica Hulik. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. That was a direct request from Jared. He says there would be a backstage room for the models. He confirms, describing the task of requesting only females as a little bit uncomfortable. Ex-model Alex says her agency was invited to the band's concert at London's O2 Arena in 2013. Leto's female assistant then invited her to an after-party at Shoreditch House in East London, she says. Alex was 19 at the time, but says to protect herself, she felt the need to pretend to be younger when she met Leto. She says She told him she was 17 and that Leto, then 41, replied, age is just a number. And anyway, we're in Europe. Oh my God. Musicaholic, thanks for another $1 dono. Thank you so much, Musicaholic. That's so kind. Dude, that's just so slimy. That's so disgusting. It's Europe, baby. Let's go. God damn, man. Although her phone battery was dying and she felt drunk, Alex says one of Leto's assistants encouraged her to go to another party at a nearby hotel later. I get into the hotel room, it's really dark, and then I see that it's just him. She tells the documentary, weren't there supposed to be other people? She says she then asked whether he had a phone charger or any cash so she could go home, but Leto said no to both. Motherfucker wouldn't even let her go home. I don't got any cash. Sorry, I know you think I'm a millionaire, but like, you know, I'm kind of broke. You're stuck here, okay? So do you have a phone charger or cash? He said no to both. Out of options, Alex says she considered whether she might be able to sleep on the chaise longue in the room. But when she asked Leto if she could do that, Alex says the star responded by saying that if she did, she would wake up with a dick in her ass. What the fuck? So she asked Jared Leto, hey, I don't want to sleep next to you, and you telling me I can't go home. Can I sleep on the chaise longue? He says, if you do that, you're going to wake up with a dick in your ass. Somebody needs to beat this man's ass. Somebody needs to beat this man's ass in Minecraft right fucking now. Beat his fucking ass, man. Music says, I'm trying to send a message in the super chat, but I don't know how. I want to frame the magazine from... Oh, Musicaholic, thank you. Are you in Lebanon? Musicaholic, are you in Lebanon? If you want, send us an email at donotworrypod@gmail.com. I think our email should be in the description. Email me. That's so kind. I also want to have a few things I want to frame. I also want to frame my Comic-Con pictures. I want to frame that picture of Richard Gere that my mom left. I think that would be like funny to hang around. Send us an email, Musicaholic, if you're in Lebanon. Hit me up. Out of options, Alex says she considered okay, but he repeated this response several times, she says, and it was then that she realized I'm not safe and left the room. Alex says she later texted a friend to tell her what happened. He was threatening sexual assault. You should report him. Her friend replied. For a long time, Alex says she tried to dismiss what happened, but she now believes the hotel encounter had all been planned out. The assistant knew what to say to lure me into his hotel room, she tells the BBC. Brad, the former crew member, describes young girls joining Leto on stage for final songs at gigs, and then crew members being instructed to invite them backstage. And he, Leto, would talk to them in his dressing room. I couldn't tell you what happened from there, Brad tells BBC. Another man who worked with the band, whom we were calling Simon, says at one point there would be typically about 2 girls a day stopping by to see Leto at a house where the band was working. Naive and vulnerable. A woman we are calling Clara alleges that she first had sex with Leto when she was 17, and he was 34 at his house in California. He told me, I would like you to call me daddy. Oh my fucking God, dude. And it was either pretend to be a little girl or my little girl, she tells the BBC. Clara says she was so naive and vulnerable that at that age, she had no sense of how normal this kind of behavior was in adult relationships. It was only as time went on that I realized more and more how scary that really was, she says. An associate of Leto's in his 40s had approached her on the musician's behalf and got her phone number, she says, while backstage at a 30 Seconds to Mars gig in 2006. Clara, pictured left with Leto and a friend, says the actor had sex with her when she was underage. And he's a fucker, dude. He uses the fact that he looks, because Jared Leto does not look 54. He uses that in such a predatory way. Like, he uses that to lure these young women. Because one of them was like, I didn't even know how fucking old he was. Because he does look deceivably young, right? And he's out there fucking using that to his advantage to get with younger women. This is frightening. And sorry, I don't mean to say to get with younger women, to abuse young fucking women, dude. Andrea Jones says, I lived in LA. This was such a known thing. I have been waiting for this man's downfall for like 11 years. I'm so happy it's fucking happening. I hope he can, this brings him down fully. So Musicaholic, you can email us. I think it's donotworrypod@gmail.com. Let me double check what our email is. Andrea, I'm so happy this is happening, honestly. Yeah, it's donotworrypod@gmail.com. Fuck yeah, let's fucking frame some shit. Awesome. Clara says she remembers having a conversation about the age of consent in California with Leto because her father worked in law enforcement at the time. Leto just kind of shrugged it off like it wasn't a huge concern for him, she says. They went back to Leto's house, she says, and had sex while her friend waited in another room. It was the first of 3 or 4 visits to Leto's home, according to Clara. If an adult has sex with someone below the age of consent in California, it can constitute the criminal offense of statutory rape and lead to prison time. There is no well-adjusted man in his 30s who's going to look at a teenager and think she would be a great partner, says Clara. There was nothing I could do. Another woman tells the BBC her encounter with the star at a music festival when she was 14 stopped her from going to concerts altogether. Oh, that sucks, dude. Taylor says she met Leto with her mother in 2005 after watching 30 Seconds to Mars perform. The band had offered to meet fans and sign autographs. And we read the story in the previous one. And the teenager held out the t-shirt she was wearing for Leto to sign, maybe on an arm or across her stomach, she explains. Instead, he chose to sign my shirt across my breasts, and he told me, "You have a nice rack," Taylor tells the documentary. Oh my God, dude. He was asking his bodyguard to go ahead and take me backstage. He didn't even ask me if I wanted to go, she continues. It would have been very obvious that she was a teenager, she says, explaining that she was very short and wore braces on her teeth at the time. Oh my God. Taylor says her mother witnessed what happened and confronted Leto. He looked at her and said, "It's still a nice rack." He just did not care, Taylor says. The encounter really altered my life. There was nothing I could do about what happened to me. Jesus Christ, dude. Look at that innocent little girl, man. 14 years old with little braces and her drumsticks. Oh, dude, she's even like a drummer or like an aspiring drummer. Not only did he make her fucking hate concerts, he might have turned her off to like music and as a whole. Fuck, man. Sexual phone calls with teenagers. Etta, not her real name, is one of the 5 women who tell the BBC they received strange and often very sexual phone calls from Leto. 4 of them were teenagers at the time. 16-year-old Etta met Leto when she walked into a modeling agency in Los Angeles with her mother in 2014, she says. The star took an interest in the teenager's ambition to be a model, according to Etta, and asked for her email address to invite them both to his Oscar party. He did email me, and then very quickly it turns into the sexual thing on the phone, she tells the documentary. Leto knew she was 16 and asked her questions such as, "Are you a virgin? Do you have any kinks?" and other more explicit questions she recalls. He did at least once mention him and I having sex at some point. Etta remembers feeling nervous, anxious, and uncomfortable, but she says she had a hard time putting up boundaries at that age and saying no. So they had emails, so she has all these emails from him as proof. God damn. She says Leto asked if he could pass her number to a friend of his, making it sound like the friend could be a good contact for her career, and she agreed. Then that friend, who she knew as Christian, would call a lot and ask her to shoot porn, saying it did not matter if she was underage, says Etta. Oh my God, dude. Both Christian and Leto would ask similar explicit questions, she says, adding she would not be surprised if they were the same person. Dude, he probably has a fucking stockpile or whole database of like porn films. Underage porn, CP, not even CP, CZAM, sorry. CZAM. Holy fuck. Because you got it. If he's asking this to all of these underage girls, you have to assume some of them are saying yes just because they don't know any better, because they're intimidated, because they're scared. Whatever the reason is, he probably has CZAM. Check this fucking guy's hard drive. Check this fucking guy's hard drive. Oh my God, man. 2 more of the 5 women who alleged they received similar phone calls from Leto say they were also called by other men around the same time. Like Etta, they also believe the men could have been Leto playing characters. Etta says she got a call from Leto in 2016 when he told her his lawyer wanted to send her a non-disclosure agreement. The lawyer had been concerned about this relationship with women. Etta says Leto chuckled at that as if it were funny. She did not sign the NDA, which the BBC has seen alongside corresponding texts and email exchanges. Update, the story has been updated to include a statement by Jared Leto to US media, blah, blah, blah. Very disturbing shit. Here's just a quick 2-minute report. I don't know what that's going to say. I think this is a clip of from the documentary, which if we tried to watch, I think would get us...
in the mid-2000s.
No, we're not going to be able to watch this.
Hollywood career.
Look at that fucker, dude. That's so sad, man. Courageous for coming forward, lady. So fucking courageous. We fucking respect you. Fuck this fucking creep. Eğri bir şaklak ya eğri. Trying to look fucking young.
Misconduct of sexual assault and other sexual misconduct from 4 women following a BBC investigation into claims made by several women about their encounters with the actor and musician. The allegations are detailed in the BBC documentary Jared Leto, Hollywood's Dark Secret. released today on Wednesday, July the 29th. The investigation features accounts from 10 women, 9 of whom spoke publicly about their experiences for the first time. One woman, identified as Isabel, a pseudonym, alleged that Leto sexually assaulted her in 2002 when she was just 17. She said the encounter took place at a motel after she met the Oscar-winning actor, who was in his 30s at the time. Another woman who was 19 at the time alleged that Leto threatened her with sexual assault. A third woman, identified as Clara.
Okay, I guess you've heard me read all this stuff. Musicaholic sends a $2 super chat. Thanks so much. Says, didn't find your mail, sent you a DM on Insta. Okay, cool. I'm just going to write the email here just in case. Do not worry pod@gmail.com. For future reference, that is the email address. I would recommend for you to send the email because I spend very little time on Instagram and I almost never check my DMs. So let me check it now and screenshot it. But I would say also do send an email, just at least like as a reminder. Is it a request? Yes. Yay, Rami. What up, Rami? Boom. Okay. Let's go. But please do send an email, just so that it's on the back of my mind. Okay. Yeah, Andrew says get ready for more women to come out. I'm sure that they will. This is great because this is going to encourage a lot of women to come forward. I think this man's fucking done. I think this man has starred in 3 flops in a row: Morbius, Tron, and now Masters of the Universe. I think this guy's fucking done. I think this man's done. I think he's done, dude. Crystal says him and Franco have both been open secrets. Dude, I used to love James Franco, man. That what a fucking asshole. I used to read like James Franco like literally is also had like a text exchange with a 17-year-old. Like, I don't care how old you are, just come and meet me. Like, what happens to these fucking guys, man? What the fuck happens to you fucking freaks, creeps, disgusting? Okay. Enough Jared Leto, I would say. Let's talk about something more pleasant. Okay? Like Scooter Braun, who is Sydney Sweeney's boyfriend and the guy who tried to like buy Taylor Swift's music. This guy's fucking hated in the industry. Here's his take on the word Zionist.
By the way, I hate the word anti-Semitic.
We hate it on this show too. Why do you hate it?
It's alienating. It takes the Jews apart and doesn't make people understand the experience. I'd rather use the word racism. There's 2 words that I hate: Zionist and anti-Semitism.
Why you want to stop using Zionist?
So this is the podcast is called Being Jewish with Jonah Platt.
Because 1, people don't understand what it means, and I also don't think it's necessary. It means Jewish person's right to have a homeland.
Oh, Sydney Sweeney, if there was any reason to fucking hate that woman anymore and hate this fucking guy anymore, look, it's just wanting a Jewish homeland. Yeah, at what cost? How did you get this Jewish homeland? Yeah, bro, he has a punchable face. He has a face that just like, he looks like the fucking guy, you know, in romantic comedies, there's like the woman and she's dating some fucking asshole, and there's the other nice guy who's trying to get her away from the asshole. He looks like the asshole. He looks like the rich fucking asshole that the female protagonist is trying to get away from in a romantic comedy. He looks like the fucking dick that you're trying to like get rid of to get with a nice poor guy. That's what they look like. They look like Scooter Braun. He's a fucking douche.
To have self-determination, which I believe every human being on this.
Look, I told you guys, don't we talk about self-determination? People who use the term self-determination are 100% Zionists.
World should have. But just like a swap.
Alia, first time watching live. Let's go, Alia. Let's fucking go. Welcome, Alia, to a live stream. Have fun in the live chat. We got people here. Say hi to everybody. Let's fucking have fun. Alia, ahla sahla.
Swastika was altered and changed to mean something very hateful.
Right.
We gotta listen. By the way, I hate the word anti-Semitic.
We hate it on this show too. Why do you hate it?
It's alienating. It takes the Jews apart and doesn't make people understand the experience. I'd rather use the word racism. There's 2 words that I hate: Zionist and anti-Semitism.
Why you want to stop using Zionist?
Because 1, people don't understand what it means.
We understand very clearly what it means. You are willing to do anything: genocide, displacement, killing people, stealing land, colonialism, imperialism, apartheid, to have a Jewish homeland at no matter the cost. That is what Zionism means to me, man. You want a Jewish supremacist state, and you will kill, you will displace however many people you have to maintain this Jewish majority. It is very clear what no one is mistaken. No one is mistaken. Ya akhu sharmuta. Ya khara. He's wearing a New York Knicks hat. I'm changing this fucking hat. I'm changing this fucking hat. I'm not behind it. There we go. Toronto Raptors. There we fucking go.
And I also don't think it's necessary. It means Jewish person's right to have a homeland, to have self-determination, which I believe every human being on this.
What about the
Because one, people don't understand what it means, and I also don't think it's necessary. It means Jewish person's right to have a homeland, to have self-determination, which I believe every human being on this world should have.
Oh, really? Everybody should have a homeland. What about the Palestinians? Should they have a homeland? Ask them this fucking question. I hope some tragedy befalls him and Sydney Sweeney. My God. I have great genes. I have wonderful genes.
But just like a swastika was altered and changed to mean something very hateful,
right?
I think that the word Zionist has been taken and used to create this idea that you don't have to say the word Jew. You can just say the word Zionist, and then you can say really hateful things about you.
Oh, no. Zionist applies to everybody. Zionist, you could be a Christian Zionist. We have Lebanese Zionists. We have a Lebanese man called Antoun Sahnawi, who is dating Morgan Ortagus, who was like the American envoy and an American diplomat here in Lebanon. He's dating her. She's Jewish. She has openly, I have a video. He's on video being called. Do I have this video? Okay, here's a Lebanese man being called a Zionist. A Christian Lebanese man is being called a proud Zionist.
First, thank you to the Holocaust Museum for having us.
Okay, this guy's Lebanese. There's a huge there's posters of him in Ashrafiyya.
What's so beautiful about Antoun and his family having us today is they come from generations of committed Lebanese Christian Zionists.
You were saying, Scooter Braun, you dumb fucking ugly motherfucker?
Jews. Or you could say, I don't hate Jews, I hate Zionists, but then why are you attacking someone at a restaurant and not at an embassy? The other reason I don't think it's necessary is the idea of...
Stop conflating the two. Stop conflating the two. Stop conflating the two. Yes, there are a lot of Jewish Zionists. Unfortunately, they might be... There are less... I'm sure there are less Jewish Zionists, actually, than Christian Zionists, far-right Christian Zionists. But yeah, a lot of Jewish people happen to be Zionists. Well, not my fucking fault. It's not my fucking fault, okay? What the fuck can I do about it? They're the ones fucking stealing the land right now. Jewish Zionists are fucking doing it with the help of American Zionists, non-Jewish Zionists. Christian Zionists are helping the Jewish Zionists fucking do it. They all suck. Fuck Zionists. Hey, if I wanted to hate Jewish people, I'd hate Jewish people. Half of the shit I consumed in my life was created by Jewish people. I fucking love Spider-Man. Stan Lee was a Jew. I loved Jack Kirby. He was a Jew. Spider-Man is Jewish. Peter Parker himself is fucking Jewish, man. Everything. Quentin Tarantino, he's not Jewish. He's a Zionist, though. I fucking hate him. Why do I hate Quentin Tarantino if he's not Jewish? Why do I call him a Zionist if he's not Jewish? Because he's a fucking Zionist. It doesn't matter. Literally, there's a guy, Antoun Sahnawi, Lebanese politician or Lebanese banker who's related to Lebanese politicians, is openly a Zionist. He walks around being like, I'm a Zionist. I'm a proud Zionist. He literally had dinner with Netanyahu. This is why I was showing you this. This is Antoun Sahnawi, the Lebanese guy, who was just called a Zionist by this lady, having dinner with Netanyahu. Look at that. Lebanese businessman and banker Antoun Sahnawi and former U.S. envoy Morgan Ortagus, who are both dating, hosted a dinner in memory of Senator Lindsey Graham at the Four Seasons. In memory, he hosted a dinner to honor Lindsey Graham, my guy, because Lindsey Graham wanted to annihilate Hezbollah. Antoun Sahnawi, as a proud Lebanese Zionist, hates Hezbollah and wants to see the destruction of Hezbollah and wants to see Israel prosper and wants a peace deal with Israel. He's literally sitting with a war criminal who has murdered 200,000 Palestinians, 4,000 Lebanese people in the span of 2 months, injured 12,000 Lebanese people, destroyed 20% of our agricultural land. They're occupying 20% of our fucking land. And this motherfucking traitor is sitting with this guy for dinner. Look at that. Ted Cruz looking bored as fuck. This man who his own girlfriend described as a proud Lebanese Zionist.
His father and his mother, May Nabil Sinawi, trained him to be a supporter of the state of Israel and the Jewish people. And as a Jewish...
They trained him, they whipped him good. Yves Gibran, who's been a member for 10 months. Thank you so much, Yves, for the such generous support. Says, by law, how is he even allowed to enter the country after this dinner? I have no fucking idea. He's fucking rich. Money talks. As JBL Bank, right? Family is probably in cahoots with the Lebanese government. So much influence. I think he's like something. He has some kind of political role in like in Ashrafiyya in Beirut. There's an office. There's like a Mukhtar office with this giant fucking photo there. Like, this man is an open traitor to our country. But right now, you know, Zionism is in Lebanon. You know, we got the president making deals with Israel, visiting Donald Trump, and America smiling, laughing as his country is getting fucking butchered, as his people are getting butchered. So, and this guy, Antoun Sahnawi, is also the head of like a like right-wing Christian militia called Jnud al-Rab, the soldiers of God. They're like big buff Christian dudes with beards. Half of them have like criminal records, and they go around beating gay people in the streets. That's what they do. That's what this fucking guy does.
And myself with Jewish children, it's so important to us to have allies like the Sinawi family.
Drax says, I would argue that being a Zionist makes you no longer Jewish. Of course, true Jewish people, actual like Jewish people that care about Jewish rights and human rights in general, don't fuck with Israel. They don't fuck with Zionism. I'm sorry, you know. Also, since I've already shown you guys those videos about Sahnawi having dinner. Here's Morgan Ortegas getting a haircut here in Lebanon like a year ago. Look how dumb these people are, dude. Like, she came here to like do some Zionist shit, you know, to like ruin our politics, try to get a peace deal done with Israel, and she's getting fucking blowouts. Look at that. By the way, the guy cutting her hair called Tony El Mendele, I filmed an ad for this fucker years ago. Some friends of mine hired me for like a shoot. I was either like an assistant director or something. Like a guy, I can't remember. I had a small little role in this shoot. Not this fucking shoot, but with this guy. He's like one of the most famous Lebanese hairdressers for women. Tony El Mendele. He has his whole family. They're all hairdressers. Look at this fucker. They made fucking content. Like, this lady is a pro-Israel out here fucking ruining the country. He's like, oh, let me give you a haircut. They made a fucking reel out of it. Look at that, dude. No wonder. Of course, no wonder she fell in love with Lebanon. Look at that shit. You know what I mean? Got herself a Lebanese boyfriend. مشيت حالها هيدي.
Needing a Jewish homeland is not needed anymore. It exists. So just to be clear, as someone who's been called a Zionist 1,000 times on the internet, I've never considered myself a Zionist because I didn't know I needed to.
I just knew I was. I never considered myself. I thought it was obvious. I thought all Jews wanted their own homeland. I thought all Jews were in support of murdering Palestinians and displacing them. Look, أيد فيك أيد بأمك أيد ببيك كس اختك بأيد يا خرا يا بشع. Again, evil fucking romantic comedy face. Those fucking evil boyfriends in romantic comedies. He's the evil boyfriend. Look at that fucking face. Look at that punchable fucking face. Samsung was a member for 2 months. Let's fucking go. Says, first of all, there's no Lebanese bank owner that will not end up below hell. Plus, the complete disregard to his own people is civil war, warlord level. Absolutely. All Lebanese bank owners deserve to burn in fucking hell for what they did to our people, for what they did to all of our parents' savings. My parents' generation and a lot of people of my parents' age lost everything a few years ago. All of their money in the banks became worthless overnight. They couldn't withdraw their funds. Not only my parents were not only affected, most Lebanese families were affected. The middle class in Lebanon was decimated overnight because of Lebanese bankers and because of our banking system is designed. It was a fucking pyramid scheme. Banque du Liban is also responsible. There's so many people responsible. Like, the bankers are absolutely also responsible. Fuck, this pissed me off so fucking much, dude. No wonder people fucking hate this guy. I was always like, why do people hate him? I thought it was a Taylor Swift stuff. Oh my god, this is so much more fucking hateable. God, dude, him and Sydney Sweeney deserve each other. Disgusting. So, and like, Sydney Sweeney is 100% a Zionist. Sydney Sweeney is 100% pro-Israel, dude. 100 fucking percent. If she's dating this fucking pig, if she's dating this fucking rat fuck looking motherfucker, You can imagine the conversation. Sweetie, I know. Oh, sweetie, I know. Zionism isn't real, honey. Take me to Israel. Fuck you. Fuck you and Sydney Sweeney. You fucker. Chris Blessing says he exploited the hell out of his artists and made a fortune. Fucking asshole, man. God, I fucking hate watching this video. Speaking of Israel, Lebanon, and traitors like Antoun Sahnawi, Sarah shares this. Israel has wiped out Al-Ishra school in Bint Jbeil, South Lebanon. It was the last remaining school in the city. Israel has now deliberately destroyed every educational institution in Bint Jbeil. Every single one. Yeah, Bint Jbeil looks like Gaza. It's a parking lot. It has been completely razed to the ground. It is in South Lebanon. Madrasat al-Ishraq, there it is right here. Completely destroyed. That's so fucking sad. Let's see what life is like for our Lebanese citizens living in the south. What's life like now for them?
Israel occupies the territory beyond this Lebanese army checkpoint. We needed an escort to take us to Mansouri village. It's not fully occupied, but making a wrong turn can be dangerous. As in much of southern Lebanon, Israel's army has destroyed many homes in the village. But the full extent of Israel's destruction is unclear. The military still restricts access to many areas. Behind these hills, Israeli troops are demolishing more houses. Local officials tell me many residents haven't been able to return to their homes because the Israeli army won't let them enter the area.
Yes. Is Scooter Braun a descendant of Eva Braun? Is he secretly Hitler's boy? Is he a Hitler descendant?
Troops are demolishing more houses. Local officials tell me many residents haven't been able to return to their homes because the Israeli army won't let them enter the area.
The Israelis drop stun grenades. There's always machine gun fire when someone tries to reach areas outside of town center. Yesterday, there were airstrikes in the hills.
Mansouri is divided by Israel's Yellow Line, a military boundary which separates the 6% of Lebanese territory it occupies from the rest of the country. The situation in this village is similar to other frontline areas across southern Lebanon. The Israeli military does not have a presence here, but it has indirect control. Abbas Darwish Hassan explains to us what life is like on the fringes.
I was in Beirut today for like a couple of meetings. Then I went to visit Demi at work. All you hear is drones. Even now, Beirut, that area, Madam Khayil, whatever the area, Ashrafiyya, all those areas, mixed areas, Christian areas, doesn't matter, dude. Fucking drone all the time. So you can imagine in the south, it's constant drones droning over, flying over. So there's never any peace. There's never any escape. There's never any.
Do not worry.
Whoopsie.
Of Israel's occupation. Last month, Israeli warplanes dropped leaflets telling people here to leave.
The Israelis are in our town. They don't allow farmers to reach their land. We are living in fear.
Some of the residents who have returned don't sleep here. They say the sound of machine gun fire, drones, airstrikes,
Look at these precious little girls, man. Are you kidding me?
And shelling scare the children.
Before nightfall, we leave and stay in the city of Tyre. There is no sense of security here.
Israel is supposed to gradually withdraw its troops as part of an agreement signed with the Lebanese government. Under the terms, Hezbollah is also supposed to pull back and disarm. People in Mansouri have little faith in diplomacy.
Exactly. We got for Israel to leave, they got to disarm. The Lebanese army has to disarm Hezbollah. That ain't fucking happening, dude. That ain't happening without a fucking civil war, man. So Israel is here to fucking stay.
Israel will never leave unless by force. Our government is too weak, and if the US really wanted to withdraw, Trump could force Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu, but he hasn't.
As he sells goods from the trunk of his car inside what used to be his supermarket, Mohammed tells us returning here is our way of resisting the occupation.
Fuck, bro, look at that, man. From a little from having a mini market, his own little business.
Supermarket.
Look at what his supermarket looks like now. Just a few things on the shelves, some little cakes, rimas cakes, some baked goods, some cigarettes, some like coffee or like biscuits down there. Just a few little products, and then whatever he can fit in his car, man. This man's business has look what they did to this man.
As he sells goods from the trunk of his car inside what used to be his supermarket, Mohammed tells us returning here is our way of resisting the occupation. But few here believe the conflict is over. Zara Khuder, Al Jazeera.
Hey, over, bro. It's not nearly over. Look at that. It's got some domo. They make, like, you know, chocolate powder or something. We got some pineapple juice, some laundry detergent, some frying oil.
Mansouri, southern Lebanon.
Otto von Zoller says, bruh. I know.
Iraq's prime minister has...
Bruh. So Lindsey Graham, the man that the Lebanese guy, Antoun Sahnawi, hosted a special dinner to honor. Here's how Lindsey Graham reacted to the war when the war in Iran started.
Virtually everything they have has been knocked out now. Their missile count is going way down. Amazingly, they're hitting countries that
Look what we've done here. I know. I almost cried.
Yeah.
I mean, like, how long have we been pushing this?
Well, I mean, you've been pushing this for years, right?
Right. It's here. I talked to Trump this morning.
Well, I mean, you've been pushing this for years.
He's got a sign, a danger mines from some Arab country that they, or is this Hebrew up there? And he's hanging that as like a fun little poster. These mines probably decapitated a bunch of Arab children. And he's like, look, this is a souvenir in my office.
Right. It's here. I talked to Trump this morning. Oh, he's jacked.
Yeah.
It's the best thing I've ever done. He loves blowing stuff up. So.
Oh, did you watch that cough? Maybe you're sick. Oh.
You know, there are a lot of people inside didn't want to do.
You laughing, you piece of shit? Laughing at your boss's jokes? Hope you're burning hell with him.
Do it. So I've had my challenges. But President Trump, when he gets into the zone, he listens, he asks good questions, you know, no tweeting. He has done nothing, he hasn't tweeted much at all, no drama. He's been a great wartime president. I said last night that Trump and Bibi are like Roosevelt and Churchill. I mean, they're the right two guys to confront this evil.
I hope you're burning in hell, Lindsey Graham. Good fucking riddance, you fucking piece of shit, Kasamak. And this man who wished death upon Iran, who wished the destruction of Hezbollah, who wishes for the destruction of South Lebanon, was honored yesterday at a dinner by a Lebanese man, Antoun Sahnawi, a proud Lebanese Zionist. How fucking shameful, how fucking disgusting. How fucking disgusting, dude. There's so many Lebanese people that I'm so disgusted by and fucking ashamed of in their support of Israel. And they're, well, I mean, I prefer to be with Israel than with Iran. Why? Why? How many Lebanese people did Iran kill? How many thousands of Lebanese people did Israelis gleefully kill? Gleefully, they're happy. Dude, anyway. Speaking of glee, look at these Fox News reporters talking about which Iran infrastructure to bomb next.
The plant supplies 40% of Tehran's electricity.
All right, so let's take a look at the power plants and places that we might be able to hit. Lucas, as you see these as targets, what do you think we might...
Let me just, I can pause it.
All right, so let's take a look at the power plants.
Let's see where we can target. Let's see what we can bomb.
And places that we might be able to hit. Lucas, as you see these as targets, what do you think we might hit first?
Well, I don't know if we'll hit it first, but the Damavad plant supplies 40% of Tehran's electricity. The Bashir nuclear power plant, probably not likely a target.
They're talking about this like it's the weather. If you look up here in Darabad, we're expecting some headwinds. We're expecting some strong winds coming in from the north, and then it's going to affect the south. If you're living in Tehran, be careful. Make sure you take out those umbrellas because it might be rainy, okay? Make sure. And if you're near the Shahid Ray power plant, well, I would say be careful because it's going to be a little windy out there. You know what I'm saying, Jim? Back to you, Carol. What the fuck?
The Russians built this. They still supply Iran with low-enriched uranium.
Because, Lucas, we should say there's a risk to blowing up a nuclear plant.
There's no question. Now, the South...
There's no question, Bob. Absolutely. Thank you for bringing that point up. Now, let's go back to the point to talk about where we're going to bomb.
Pars gas field. This sits on the largest natural gas field in the world. Israeli forces hit this on March 18th in the beginning of the war. Iran responded by hitting the Qatari side of this natural gas field. In terms of targets...
But let me... Bob, just looking at all of these potential targets is making me hard. It's making me horny, Bob. What about you? It's making me horny too, Jim. I know I always go for the name Jim as our beloved Jim would never do anything like this. Time to change my always saying Jim. Thank you, George. Hey, Bob. Hey, George.
Here, this is the Strait.
Yeah, this is the Strait of Hormuz
so
right
if
here.
we want to send a message in the Strait where they're hitting ships in the Strait, wouldn't that be a place we go?
It would. The only question is what would be Iran's...
Great question. Great suggestion. Here's why bombing the Strait of Hormuz is such a great idea, Bob.
response. We've seen Iran hit back in Qatar's oil field, natural gas oil fields in the UAE.
Hands in their pockets, wearing fucking suits. They're sitting in air conditioning. This is the banality of evil. This is what evil really looks like. They've trained Americans to think that a bearded man like me, or with a longer beard, wearing a turban, wearing like a big robe, sitting next to like some farm animals, we're the evil motherfuckers. This is evil, man. This is evil. People wearing their fucking work clothes, just wearing their fucking suits, hand in their pocket as they discuss which civilian infrastructure they're going to blow up next, casually on daytime TV, on like primetime news, while just regular people are sitting there watching, stuffing their face with whatever fucking genetically engineered foods you're eating over there in America, with whatever fucking food coloring is in there. What should we bomb? Tell me, Bob.
That's the big thing.
You mean they'll have a like response if we hit a power plant?
No
they'll
question.
hit.
That's
George and Dick. I like George and Dick. How about Bob and Dick? Bob and Dick.
In this tit for
Yeah,
tat.
Dick and Bob. I agree with Boduco Wafer Tub. Dick and Bob.
The whole time. That's what's notable about the Israelis. They use disproportionate responses. Probably one of the reasons that Israel hasn't re-entered the war. Iran has not attacked Israel since early June.
And your assessment of how we're doing it now, do you think we're doing disproportionate, or do you think we could be doing
Not doing disproportionate. It is notable that U.S. forces hit an Iranian barracks after an American barracks was hit.
Rahul Hussein says, a lot of the places in Iran are maps in Battlefield, Damavand, and Karg Island. It feels like they have brainwashed future generations to make this normal. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Of course, in Jordan. That's what killed those three U.S. Army
So
soldiers.
this is the power plants that we could be hitting.
This is the big one.
This is the big one. That's the big one. That's the mother lode there, Bob. Thank you, Dick. Speaking of Dick, can you shove yours in my mouth, Bob? Oh, I got you right now, Dick. There we go. Yeehaw. Watch this, Fox News viewers. Watch this while we fuck each other on camera for y'all's entertainment. Here's what's going on in Iran. Here's one of the power plants that they've destroyed.
I don't
know if this was from a few months ago. Because I remember there was a very similar scene a few months ago. I think this was from a couple months ago, from the first wave of the Iran war. I can't tell if this is recent. Let me see.
سلام خدمت بینندگان عزیز. مردم وقتی که میگه من فقط زیرساخت نظامی میزنم، اینجا محل پخش بنزین شمال شرق و شرق تهرانه. بنزین رو وقتی میزنه میخواد شما مردم اذیت بشید، میخواد کارهای نظامی نیست، بنزین برای مردمه، بنزین برای اینی که ماشین‌های شما، ماشین‌های امدادی و آمبولانس‌های شما راحت در شهر بچرخه. اینجایی که الان زده فاصله خیلی نزدیکی با مکان‌های مسکونی داره، یعنی خیلی محل عبور و مرور مردم و محل اسکان و خونه‌های مردمه. اینکه میگه من فقط نظامی میزنم اینجوری نیست. این دروغی که در رسانه‌ها دارن به شما میگن. اینجایی که الان زده شده باز تکرار میکنم، اینجایی که زده شده برای من و شماست، برای بنزین من و شماست. اگه نشون بده این ساختمان‌های مسکونی رو، اینجا ساختمان مسکونی جای نظامی نیست. و
They're saying these are all residential buildings. It's like they're targeting civilian infrastructure. They're attacking gas stations. Those gas stations affect all of you. You can't get gas for your cars. You can't get any transportation because of this. Not to fucking mention the fucking pollution that this is causing. Oh my fucking god.
اگه نشون بده این ساختمان‌های مسکونی رو، اینجا ساختمان مسکونی جای نظامی نیست و جایی که و قول قوه‌الهی البته مشکلی در سودرسانی پیش نمیاد، ولی اینجا نظامی نیست و اینجا متعلق به همه ماست، برای بنزینه و برای ماشینا و ماشینا آتش نشانی و ماشینای امدادی است. همه ما انشالله که دست به دست هم بدیم این بحران رو سپری کنیم. فقط به رسانه‌های بیگانه مردم توجه نکنید. این که میگه من نظامی میزنم.
If someone says I'm hitting a military site, this is not a military area, people. That's what he's saying.
نظامی نیست مردم. اینجا نظامی نیست، اینجا یه زیرساخت شهریه واسه شهر
It's urban infrastructure for the city of Tehran that has been targeted. یا علی.
تهرانه که مورد هدف قرار گرفته. یا علی.
We've allowed all of this to happen. This was just fucking disturbing. This is a picture posted by Motes, was translated from Arabic, says for entertainment purposes only. This is what an Israeli recruiter posted on her Instagram account, a Palestinian child between two terrorist criminals. And Muhammad made a good point. He said, you can post this picture with no details and everyone will immediately know where it was taken and what country these women are from. And this is like very American coded posing. Like this lady looks like an American. I'm sorry. This lady also kind of looks like an American. May God befall tragedies upon you. That's all I can say. May God befall horrible fucking tragedies upon you and every fucking traitor to the Arab world. Anyone who has hurt the Arab world, anyone who has hurt my country, anyone who has hurt Palestine or Palestinians, may you be cursed forever. This fucking cursed face, this fucking stupid fucking sorority sister smile, man. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? It's a good picture. Take the picture. Okay.
Can we please stop addressing Ilhan Omar as a congresswoman? I mean, she's literally a fraud. This is a person who came to the USA to corrupt its people and resources. She went from negative $65,000 net worth to...
Sorry. This is for later. Shut up, lady. What else we got? We're almost done with the episode. 3 more topics. We're going to end it with H3's comments about David and stuff. First, you guys want to listen to the Boy George song? Want to listen to the Boy George song? Let me just... What the fuck happened to Boy George, man? Okay, so I thought there was like a tweet about it. Let me see, bro. I thought I saw Boy George tweeting this out. Come a chameleon. You come and go. Why would you do this, Boy George? You come and go. Love is amazing. Your colors are like my dreams. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green. We will get claimed for this, definitely. So he shares this. Boy George on his Instagram posted this on July 27th. Said hashtag Shalom, and it's called We Will Dance Again. I saw this tweet from Max Blumenthal. Many are focusing on the fact that Boy George was jailed for chaining a male escort to a wall and beating him with a metal rod, as Israeli soldiers often do to prisoners, and are ignoring that this is a historically terrible song in a particularly Israeli white guy reggae way. I did not know that Boy George was jailed for chaining a male escort to a wall and beating him with a metal rod, as Israeli soldiers often do to prisoners. You guys want to listen to the fucking song? We're going to get claimed for this, but I think it's worth listening to because it's fucking hideous. One of the opening lines is, you say genocide, I said war. When you're attacked, that's what the army is for. We got to listen to this shit. We got to suffer together, everybody. I apologize in advance for harassing your ears with this music, okay? If you'd like to take a 8-minute break, now's the time. Not only are we listening to a white person singing reggae, it's about Israel. It's a pro-Israel reggae song. So this is what Ethan and Ela Klein are dancing to tonight. Hey, Ethan, did you hear? Boy George, my favorite singer, just made a song for Tel Aviv. Said we'll dance again. Let's dance to it together. Ethan's like, all right, Hila. We haven't had a good time in a while. Let's dance. Let's forget all our troubles. Let's hear he spins her around. Oh, it's so good. Ethan, I love reggae. Is Willie Mack coming soon? Is Willie Mack and his wife coming to visit us soon? Ethan, maybe we could listen to the song all of us together. Maybe, you know, Willie could do that thing to me that I like. Oh, stop it, stop it. Okay, let's listen. I can't believe I'm gonna get claimed for this, man. Holy shit.
You say genocide, I say war. When you're attacked, it's what the army's for.
Can you imagine starting your song? You say genocide, I say war. Let us pull up the lyrics real quick. Boy George, we will dance again. You know what? We don't need to listen to it. And if I get claimed, I'm going to mute this section of the video. Fuck it. We're muting it. I'm not listening to this shit. It's already unbearable. You say genocide, I say war. When you're attacked, that's what the army is for. Does it get ugly? You bet it does. When I know you want to kill every last one of us. Every last one of us. Every last one of us. Is Boy George Jewish? You never mention October 7. Young girls raped against trees. Murdered brutally for the crime of dancing. Okay. Did Ben Gavir write this? Did really good guy Yoav Galan write this song? Who's writing this shit? We got, it's not genocide, it's war. They want to kill all of us. Young girls getting raped. Are we going to talk about the beheaded babies? When are we going to get to the beheaded babies? Yeah, it's Boy George, bro. It's Boy fucking George. Young girls get murdered brutally for the crime of dancing. By the way, if I'm culturally appropriating for this, I'm doing the reggae voice. We're performing a reggae song. I have to sound somewhat Jamaican. I'm sorry, guys. You condemn the Jews with selective memory. Musicians holding flags, mouthing like sheep. Propaganda fueled by the internet feels so weak. You mean like those fucking lyrics? Or did you fucking sing this? Propaganda fueled by the internet feels so weak. Motherfucker, what do you call this fucking song? What the fuck is this? Chorus. People are saying it's AI. He shared it. It's on his own Twitter. It's on his own Twitter. So there it is. This is Boy George sharing it. Shalom. So if he used AI to make this, quite possibly, but this is not a parody. This is, there we go. Boy George is official Twitter. So, but trust me, we will dance again. We will dance again. We will dance again. And there will be no war. But if you ever confused, I stand with the Jews. I don't feel brave. I just need to behave like a human. But trust me, we will dance again, we will dance again, we will dance again, and there will be no war. But if you're confused, I stand with the Jews. I don't feel brave, I just need to behave like a human. And excuse the slaughtering of women and children in Gaza. Sorry, I added that last part. They murdered the children and the women, destroyed all the schools, the hospitals. But the IDF are only doing it to self-defense. Oh, and self-defense. Chorus, that's the song, that's it. Trust me, we'll dance again, and there will be no war. But if you're confused, I stand with the Jews. I don't feel brave. I just need to behave like a human. That's it. And then, oh, there's some Hebrew at the end. You guys, let's hear the Hebrew.
שבאים להרוג אותך
שבאים להרוג אותך שבאים להרוג אותך? What does that mean?
אתם אומרים שבאים להרוג אותך
שבאים להרוג אותך Shabayim anachnu baim, fuck you in the ass, anachnu baim, shalabu balim. Yitzi, my cousin Yitzi, he told me he saw the beheaded babies with his own eyes. My cousin Yitzi and his friend Jacob, they serve in the IDF. And they told me they don't give an F. They will kill all the babies and we will dance again. Oh, Yissalam alayk ya baba, Allah Allah ya baba, Yissalam alayk ya baba, Sidi Mansour ya baba. That's it. It's all I have. It's all I have. Shitty, horrible song. I'll do a cover. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do with this fucking song. Artful Decadence. Guys, we want W's in the chat for Artful Decadence. Let's go. I read that. You missed Antoine. You misspelled my name, Artful. It's okay. I'm Antoine for the rest of the stream. Guys, call me Antoine. Artful Decadence. Hello, hello. We hope you're doing lovely. We've missed you so much. Ya hello, sahala bi Artful. Our beloved moderator, longtime member. She got one of those pink UFOs. She's been here for a while. It's great to see you. It's great to see you, and we will all dance again on the corpses of the Palestinians in Tel Aviv. Oh, like that. That's what they're fucking doing. Motherfuckers. Antoine. Okay, moving on to this lady. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know exactly who this lady is now. She's been all over Twitter. What is this? Can I just start with what the fuck is this? Is this how the Israelis are is this how the right-wingers, the Zionists, the pro-Israel crowd is trying to get young men's or young women's attention nowadays? What the fuck is this? First of all, I mean, what is this? I'm not, don't be like, hey, but you're looking for this. Why are you making this sexual? It's just a woman sitting down. I'm not that kind of person, guys. I don't like, if a woman is eating an ice cream cone, she's just eating an ice cream cone. I don't sexualize things, but this, no one sits like this. No one sits there with their legs open, feet up, breasts out while recording a fucking podcast. If me criticizing this is sexist or something, I'm sorry. Then I guess I'm sexist. Donna Sufyan Ali with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Donna. Also, that pink UFO, meaning you've been a member for so long. Thank you, Donna. Thank you for all the support. Donna says, Saraha, I'd rather have a hateful Republican say to my face to disappear rather than an annoying liberal sing a silly song about it. Oh, of course, right? Is he a liberal? Is Boy George? I guess, right? He's like a liberal Zionist, I guess. Jay Nada says she is snizmaxing. Oh my God, sniz. You eat that. Oh, why'd you remind me of that word? You eat sniz. Oh, what was that guy? It was that fucking debate. I forgot the word sniz existed. Why did you remind me? You eat sniz. Musicaholic sends another $2 donation. Musicaholic, thank you so much. Says, did you hear the new Comfortably Numb Palestine? No, what is that? What is that? Don't respond in a super chat. Okay, so this fucking lady. So her name is apparently what? I found her Twitter. Savanna Cannon. Sav Cannon. Savanna Cannon. We'll see some of the type of content that she makes. Let's just watch. This is the video that got everyone's attention.
Can we please stop addressing Ilhan Omar as a congresswoman? I mean, she's literally a fraud. This is a person who came to the USA to corrupt its people and resources. She went from negative 65.
She got both legs up, dude. Lady, you're not at the gynecologist. What are we doing? What's happening? You're not about to get. No one's checking you. What are you doing? I don't even want to look at that, dude. I feel like I'm doing. I swear to God, I feel like I'm violating someone. Like there's a fucking like camel toe happening, which is fucking. It happens to me, but like, why is it in the middle of my screen? And like
$5,000 net worth to over $30 million. And denies it. She denies it. And she blames it on an accounting error. That's not all. Then there's the winery with no clear location, no wine at all, no phone number, no visible operations. It seems abnormal, doesn't it? And then she proceeds to insult the reporter asking about these things.
Why is she even talking about Ilhan Omar? Like what the, okay, this is, I did some digging. This is the kind of content this lady makes.
What would you rate me on a scale from 1 to 10?
Huh?
What would you rate me on a scale from 1 to 10?
Huh?
I guess 9.
What would make me a 10?
Bigger breast.
By the way, I mean, look at this fucking guy. Look at this fucking guy. He's calling someone a 9. You need bigger breasts, motherfucker. Oh, by the way, he's got a Star of David on his. He's wearing a Star of David. I don't know if this is in Israel. I don't know where this is happening. I don't know if she's Israeli. I don't know fucking know who this lady is. She's wearing an OnlyFans shirt, by the way. So this is the content this lady usually makes.
What would you rate me on a scale from 1?
Hey, rate me from 1 to 10, like sexist kind of like shit, just sexually charged, whatever the
1
fuck.
to 10. What would you rate me on a scale from 1 to 10?
Huh? I guess 9.
What would make me a 10?
Bigger breast.
Bigger breast, motherfucker, go take care of your fucking face. I'm not defending her, but like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Someone said his hairline is trying to run away. God damn, bro. Crystal says he's only saying that because he has bigger tits. So that's the kind of content she normally makes. Like, just like, hey, rate me from 1 to 10.
$5,000 or one night with me. Or $5,000 or one night with me.
$5,000.
Why? I thought I was perfect.
Why? Why?
$5,000 or one night with me.
$5,000.
Why? I thought I was perfect.
Yeah, about 5.
Why, guys? Why? Not 1 night with me. Like this is so like, this is such a misogynistic fucking content, and she's making it herself. Like, as a woman, why are you doing this? Why are you? What are these videos? Would you rather sleep with me or have $5,000? Why?
$5,000 or one night with me.
$5,000.
Why? I thought I was perfect.
Yeah, about $5,000 is $5,000, guys.
Can we split it at least?
No.
$5,000 or one night with me.
Based guy, I guess. What the fuck? Why? Oh, so that's what she normally makes. So she went from that to like, she has an American flag behind her, commenting on Ilhan Omar. What?
Asking her to explain it to the people. And on top of all of these unknown things, she calls World War II World War 11. So how is someone so fucking stupid able to become an important topic in this country? She is literally the trending topic in the United States of America. It blows my mind. She is the opposite of everything that we stand for in this country. And she literally married her brother. We do not marry our brothers here. We don't marry siblings here. We do
What is she fucking saying anyways?
not do that. Can we?
Dude, I want to say something so fucking vulgar in Arabic. I'm sorry. I think I'm going to say it. Dubbikisik, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not going to translate that, but like just the B. Why are you sitting like this? No one, if I were sitting like this, you'd be saying I'm violating you guys. Like, what the? You rightfully so. What are you doing, lady? What the fuck is this? I'm not translating what I said. Just put that shit away, lady. Put that shit away. No one needs to see this. Why? Jesus Christ. God damn. Okay, so Carolyn Kwan, right as she always is, shares this. It's this all the same propaganda strategy of using sex to sell Zionism. Nasty shit. And here's some like, here's a Maxim, Israeli Defense Forces, Natalie. It's made like a fucking catalog. Times of Israel. Here's a bunch of IDF women posing with their guns and their underwear. Israeli Defense Forces. Gal Gadot. Is that Gal Gadot? Look at that. Maxim Online. When you're mean to Israel, this is who you're being mean to. Look at that. So we know Israelis use this. They honeypot tourists. They hook them up with IDF assigned wives. What the fuck? Andrea says, Ducci is violating us. We did not ask for this. It's fucking disgusting. It's fucking disgusting, dude. Horrible. Disgusting, man. So Carolyn Kwan, right as always. These are more videos. I'm dead. She's delivering 2010 talking points while cooter-mogging. That's what it's called now. Cooter-mogging. Don't hate the player, hate the game. So here she's talking about capitalism. What the? Look at this. What the fuck is this, dude? Society. Why does society accept Ilhan Omar? The perfect representation. Dude, oh my lord, man. This is batshit crazy, dude. Israel is losing the PR battle so bad they resorted to pimping their e-girl shills. Everyone's laughing, but she's going to be a congresswoman in like 2 years. That's the depressing part. David Petorak is actually 100% right. He's like, everyone's laughing, but she's going to be a congresswoman in like 2 years. 100%. I have no doubt about this. People, meet your next vice president. Not only congresswoman, meet your next vice president of the United States. She's going to be the vice president of whichever Republican runs. She's going to be J.D. Vance's vice president. Jesus Christ, dude. What the fuck? So that's her actual Twitter account, I think. I tried to find her on TikTok. It was just a bunch of like fake TikTok accounts. Let's just watch a couple more of her like videos. Right or right? Right or right?
So if genitals don't define gender,
what?
Then how? So if genitals don't define gender, then how come when they get it removed, it somehow does? And when you go in to do a transition, there's only 2 options. Nothing that these people do makes sense. And they can't describe it. They can't explain it in a way that makes sense.
I hate these fake podcast setups. Like, it's set up like it's a podcast. She's pretending like this is a clip from her podcast, but they don't. There's no podcast here. She just sits there and shoots these fucking rage bait reels one after the other and releases them as if they're podcast clips. There's no podcast. This show doesn't exist. She's just fucking grifting. What is this shit?
Because it doesn't. So if genitals don't define gender, then how come when they get it removed, it somehow does?
Lady, we don't need to see your genitals right now. I'm sorry. Your genitals are like front and fucking center. Why are you talking about genitals while showing us your genitals oh so clearly? Okay? What the fuck is going on here? Listen, I've suffered from a camel toe once. I once wore a garbage man, a Jason costume for Halloween. Okay, it was like a big blue jumpsuit. Okay, and I was supposed to wear a Jason mask. I thought it was lame, so I just decided to be a garbage man. I literally just kept the blue jumpsuit, put on like a brown hat, and wrote like whatever, a sanitation worker, you know, time to take out the trash or something. And the whole fucking night on Halloween, I was walking around with a fucking camel toe. That shit was uncomfortable. It's even painful when you got balls, you know. So I feel for people that have camel toes, but like this lady, this is a purposeful camel toe. Why? What? Like. You know, man with the long last name is right. Says at least it's relevant in this situation. At least it is. She is talking about genitals. You know, she is talking about genitals. Genitalia. What else? What other great takes us yet? Agree? What are we talking about?
My son ever even gives me the tiniest hint that he's gay or into.
Oh, this was like, okay, what?
My son ever even gives me the tiniest hint that he's gay or into any of that weird shit or makeup or dressing up or even speaking in a way that's not completely boyish, then he's getting locked in the basement. He's gonna learn the hard way. Last time I spoke about this topic, I said I was gonna stick my son in a closet with a pocket pussy and then he'll never come out. He won't come out gay after that, but they took that down, so I'm not gonna say it again. Oh wait.
So you want your kid to come out of the closet? I'm confused by this one. You don't want your kid to be gay, but you want to shove him in a closet and you want him to come out of the closet straight? She's trying so hard to be rage baity. This is like 2010 Kevin Hart kinds of joke. If my son's gay, I'm gonna hit him in the head with a dollhouse. Then we're doing Kevin Hart jokes now?
My son ever even gives me the tiniest hint that he's gay or into any of that weird shit or makeup or dressing up or even speaking in a way that's not completely boyish, then he's getting locked in the basement. He's gonna learn
all that weird shit, you know, makeup. You mean the shit? What?
Learn the hard way. Last time I spoke about this topic, I said I was gonna stick my son in a closet with a pocket pussy and then he'll never come out. He won't come out.
By the way, this is a clip from, technically this is from the same episode as this because she's wearing the same outfit. You know what I mean? So damn, what an episode. She talked about trans rights, gay kids. What else we got? What else did you record in this episode? Should I be flattered? What's happening now?
People saying that I am being paid by Israel. People saying that I am being paid by Israel to make the videos that I make. That is the most ridiculous thing that I've ever heard in my life. Where's my check? I do OnlyFans. Like, I am completely independent in everything I do. I write all of my own notes.
Okay, maybe the OnlyFans is drying up. Like that coochie of yours. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. Maybe OnlyFans is drying up and you need another revenue stream. Maybe the OnlyFans subscriptions have stopped coming in. You're like, goddamn, what do I do now? I know. Grip to the right. Honestly, look, if you want to make quick money on the internet, though, she's not wrong. You know what I mean? If you just start calling the Odyssey woke, just start shitting on Supergirl. Somebody like, isn't Supergirl such a shitty woke movie? Why did they hire that horrible actress to play Supergirl? Am I right? It's so bad. You know, also, why did they cast a black woman as Helen of Troy? You know, just do that. Just start shitting on the Odyssey. You know, make an opinion video. You know what? Morgan Freeman as God is actually DEI. I'm going all the way back to 2003. Casting him was woke. It's time to retroactively cancel Bruce Almighty. We weren't angry enough in 2003. That's the content you should be making, you know? Start making some Odyssey videos. Start making some Supergirl content. Start making some videos about how you can't fucking wait for the Gollum movie because Andy Serkis said he's only casting white people. Like, did you guys hear what Andy Serkis said? Did you guys hear what Andy Serkis said? The Gollum cast is gonna be all white.
And I monetize myself. Like, people, I'm so correct in everything that I say that people think a literal country is paying me to say it. Bunch of idiots.
Man with long last name called her cervicular. Oh my god, dude.
It's people saying that I am being paid by Israel.
Andrea says she may literally mean, where is her check? Israel is known for not paying their influencers. Of course. Dude. Oh, Musica Hoodley says she's female clavicular. Labia vicular. Oh my god.
To make the videos that I make.
What else you got? My cooter plus my facts equals legendary. Are we actually calling it a cooter now?
There's another video of that guy who yells at the cop for not calling him a chick. Even
Lady, fix your audio. No one can hear you.
Our city is turning the corner on tenant power. When we organize, we win results. The Mamdani administration is emboldening us so that we no longer tolerate the violence of evictions as a matter of business as usual. My landlord owns dozens of buildings.
Chris, everyone's asking, does she have an OF? Yes, you, all of you. Everybody was asking if she has an OnlyFans. She said it herself 4 times. Like, I have an OnlyFans. I don't need anything else. She does have an OnlyFans, guys. She is on OnlyFans.
But he is not a steward of the public.
I know she is. Haley said this is definitely for OnlyFans. Of course, this is gonna get her. This is gonna boost her subscription. She's gonna get a whole bunch of right wingers now. Aren't you the girl who said gay people should be thrown in a basement? Hell yeah. She should review the Odyssey like this, right? Just review the Odyssey like this. Khalas.
Why do people expect to live in other people's homes for free? It's a mindset that I just don't understand. I don't get this concept. I was taught that you live in the home that you own and never enter someone else's house without
Chris, how much a month? Can you find out?
Their permission or your trespass.
Honestly, she has no... If you ask her on Twitter, she'd probably answer you. She has like 7 comments. So look at that. She's answering everybody. Please just describe the smell. She's replying to everyone. Actually, not everyone. Ugh. Oh, fuck. Did you guys see that? Oh, my God. Why?
This is what I'm doing while looking at all of your guys' ex posts about me. Looking at my view. I'm going to the moon. This is what I'm doing.
Wait, can we... Where is she?
While looking at all of your guys' ex posts about me.
Where is this? Is this like Miami? Or is this Israel? What is this?
Looking at my view. I'm going to the moon. This is what I'm doing.
Haley is asking you, Chris, $5,000 or one night with her.
While looking at all of your guys' ex posts about me. Looking at my view. I'm going to the moon.
God damn, dude. Guess A or B.
Tell me which one of these voices is from an obese man.
Lady, your mic sucks.
I just think it's so distasteful and sick that like all these older men walk around with their like Vietnam vet hats and like bumper stickers.
Normally,
I know we can't hear anything, but we can read her the subtitles.
I feel bad for these women because they have literally no rights. But
normally I feel bad for these women because they have no rights.
I hear them say shit like this, and I'm like, wow, thank God that this person is oppressed.
But then I hear shit like this, and I think, thank God this woman is oppressed. Cool.
You want to learn what Jesus said? Love your neighbor as yourself. Why do you not love trans and queer people as their authentic selves?
Okay.
So why don't you love us as our authentic self?
I don't know if you're looking for answers, so I can't give one.
The fact that we need police to keep us from getting in altercations with these freaks is crazy. They're so incapable of having a normal conversation about something so simple.
The problem is though, she's got no sauce, no motion, no juice, you know? She's like has no charisma. She's boring as fuck. That's the problem. You can put your legs up all you want. You can expose your feet. You can try to, you know, show your body off as much as you want. You got no juice. You don't have the it factor, okay, lady?
I don't even know what to say. They just go straight to screaming like children. You know, that's what toddlers do. I don't even know if that's a grown man.
It's not gonna get you too far. I think enjoy your 15 minutes of fame, because this ain't going much further than this. You know what I'm saying? This ain't going much. You're gonna have to start doing this naked. It's already old. It's already boring. And Comrade952 just gifted the Do Not Worry membership. Let's fucking go. We got 10 new members today. Comrade, thank you so fucking much. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you. And I told you to change that name. The U.S. government's coming after you, Comrade. The U.S. government is going to go after everyone with a Comrade username. They're coming for you, man. Yeah, this is so boring. Like she's literally getting these talking points from like literally Twitter, you know, from 2010 Twitter. Is this what we're doing? So it's like I'm already bored talking about this now. So guess what, lady? We're not going to talk about you a week from now. Over. It's over. You're out of juice. Is that how they're filming it? Hi, say it back for the nude version. Oh, you said. There you go. Selling the OnlyFans, which, hey, I mean, good for her. You know, do whatever you want. Feel free to do whatever you want, lady. Earn your money however you want, you know. I can't say it's that fun to talk about, but yeah. Now moving on to the final topic, folks. The final topic of the evening. Sorry I had to violate you all with this fucking nasty ass content. My bad. Okay, my bad. My bad. By the way, we're at 360 members right now. 360 members. Let me just update the members real quick. And now we're going to talk about, quickly, just commenting on the H3 situation. The Do Not Warriors. Oh, fuck Trump, man. It's not even funny to do the voice. Okay. Folks. A few months ago, has it already been a year? There is I don't know much about this story. And I remember watching, I think I watched either Hassan reacting to a documentary about the David murder. He was this young American singer who used to like Twitch stream as well. And then he was friends with a bunch of like famous streamers. I think like Pokimane and stuff like that. He was around at like a lot of events, parties and whatever the fuck. And then turns out that he had murdered like his girlfriend, who I think was underage, and also like who he had featured on his streams. He like wrote a song about murdering her where the lyrics were like, it seemed like he's talking about killing someone. And then I think months later, someone found his car and there was like a smell coming from his car. And it turns out that there was a like rotting corpse in the back of his car. So the dude had murdered this underage girl who he had dated and abused, and like that's what I know about. I just know that it's a horrific story. I'm not big into like true crime and stuff like that, so like I didn't, you know, fully go all in and watch everything about it because it was kind of disturbing. I heard the story, I heard of it, I was like, this is kind of disturbing. I don't know how much of this I want to know, but it just sounded completely fucked up. She was 14, holy shit. Yeah, David with a 4. She was a child, she was 14, okay, damn, I didn't even know, I thought she was like 17 or something. It's 14, a 14-year-old little girl, essentially. And then he murdered her, put her body in the back of his car, disappeared, and then someone like found the car and reported that like a horrible smell was coming out of that car, and then they found her body in there, and he was kind of evading the law for a while, and then he eventually got caught and I think arrested, right? He essentially got caught and arrested. So I'm guessing that yesterday, Ethan was on the after show, so it looked like it was Ethan and girl with a microphone, or like I like to call her, slob with a microphone, were hosting together, and it was a whole episode. Let me try to find it. About this murder? Or about the David charges? Let's see, H3 podcast. Ethan Klein is talking about Jared Leto right now. So the David trial, that was yesterday. David trial somehow worse than we thought. Shocking details. Okay, this was streamed 1 day ago. So this is a very sensitive complication. This is a very sensitive topic. Andrea Jones says he killed her before he was about to get a record deal because she was threatening to out him. Oh my God, dude. So yeah, I'm sure a lot of you know about the story. You know a lot more about the story than I do. All I know is this adult American singer murdered I guess a 14-year-old child and hid her body in a car. She was eventually found, and eventually they were able to connect the dots enough to like arrest him, right? So yesterday, Ethan and girl with a microphone were covering that story in a 1 hour long podcast where they talked about the trial. So yeah, so I guess if it's a trial, so he's in court, he's hopefully going to get caught and hopefully going to get arrested, etc. I obviously didn't watch that video, but Uma Palma, friend of the show, shared this tweet. Said, shocking. While H3 was, and again, Uma Palma was responsible for finding out for gathering the clips of the H3 crew members being like, Ethan won't let us stream together. So he did a great job there. Says, shocking. While H3 was signing off after their episode on the rape and murder of Celeste at the hands of David, Kate Gorton refers to it as a tight little fuckable episode. Ethan, what the fuck that's the weirdest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life, by the way. Ethan replies with, what the fuck? They also made several sickening jokes to this episode, including that crazy bitch Celeste had it coming. I actually put a response on one of Kate's tweets. So obviously, as usual, she put out a tweet about Ethan Klein. She said, this is what the voice of the movement, Hassan Piker, is doing to y'all. He's giving you rage with nowhere to put it. That's why you think we're enemies. Why you think Ethan and Hila are the most evil people alive, because you can reach them. That's it. Think about it. So let's just hear her say this, and then I'll show you what I wrote.
Yeah. Trades. Yeah. Okay, well, that's a nice, tight little episode. Tight little fuckable episode. Ethan has stuff to do. He's very excited.
Please go back to doing mukbangs. Is this the shit she normally fucking says? Please go back to shoving the fried chicken down your throat, those deep fried mozzarella sticks, those Reubens. What are we doing here, lady? What the fuck do you mean after talking about a 14-year-old being raped and brutally murdered and having her body dumped in a car? You say this was a nice, tight, fuckable little episode? Are you fucking shitting me? What kind of level of vulgarity are we fucking dealing with here? Aid bil araf. Aid bil araf, which means my dick which means fuck how disgusting this is. 80, which means I'm fucking the disgustingness of this fucking statement. This is fucking disgusting. Fucking disgusting.
Trades. Yeah. Okay, well, that's a nice, tight little episode. Tight little fuckable episode. Ethan has
tight little fuckable episode. Okay, so here's what I put out on. So she put out this dumbass fucking tweet about Hassan Piker again. Everyone, listen to what I said. If only Hassan's videos were tight, little, and fuckable, maybe then you'd enjoy them more. I've already almost fucking ratioed her, bro.
Ethan has stuff to do. He's very excited.
I'm very urgently.
Trades.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's a nice, tight little episode. Tight little fuckable episode.
Who the fuck says this after covering a murder trial for an hour? That's a nice, tight little fuckable episode, isn't it, Ethan? Oh, yes, it is. What the fuck is this?
Ethan has stuff to do. He's very excited.
I'm very urgent.
Hope you're proud. By the way, this is more proof that, look, Ethan's not even spending time with his own crew anymore. AB, you're getting that ass getting fired, AB. AB, that ass getting fired. Mrs. Tight little fuckable episode here is taking your job. Isn't that fucking crazy? All you did was text with some people. Now look at this person. This is like the most disgusting thing I've ever fucking heard in my life, dude. if you're even saying this about a normal episode of the podcast, yeah, this was a nice, tight little fuckable episode, huh, Ethan? That already sounds fucking sick. That already sounds fucking gross. But to make that statement when you're talking about a murder trial of a 14-year-old girl that was raped and murdered, nice, tight, fuckable little episode? What's so fuckable about it? What the fuck? What the fuck? Genuinely, Kate, what the fuck? Go back to eating the chicken. Go back to the mukbangs. Stop this. Fucking stop this. What the fuck? There's more. There's more.
Raised trades.
Yeah. I mean, Uma Palma, credit. If Uma Palma's fucking sitting there torturing themselves with these videos, you're doing the Lord's work.
Okay, well, that's a nice, tight little episode. Tight little fuckable episode.
Unbelievable.
Raised a series of text messages in which Celeste suggested she might have bipolar disorder.
Ooh, she had it coming.
Crazy bitch. Had to
This
go.
crazy
Like,
bitch
what?
needed to be murdered.
Raised.
So they talk about how maybe Celeste, who was the victim, perhaps had bipolar disorder. Now, I know they're joking, but like, I'm sorry. When you're talking about a 14-year-old that was raped and murdered, now's not the time for jokes. I know Ethan likes to push the envelope. I'm a comedian. I like to be funny. Maybe you shut the fuck up in this instance. Maybe now is the time where you shut the fuck up. Yeah?
A series of text messages in which Celeste suggested she might have bipolar disorder.
Ooh, she had it coming.
Crazy bitch. Had to
This
go.
crazy
Like,
bitch.
Crazy bitch. I mean, now is she going to be the... Well, I'm a woman and I'm a lesbian woman, so I'm allowed to say tight, fuckable episode, and I'm allowed to call another woman a crazy bitch because I'm a lesbian. Is that what you're going to fucking pull now? That's what you're going to try to do? Well, how dare they tell a woman that she can't call another woman a bitch? Well, she's a 14-year-old girl and she's dead and was raped. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And Ethan, like, I'm not getting Ethan's like, oh, she had it coming. I mean, they're joking, but like there are ways to joke. There's a time and place to joke. There's room for humor in the world. There's even room for humor in dark situations. There are situations where I'm like, oh, for example, Ethan went viral online for making like a horrible joke about fuck, man. What's his name? Fuck. Well, how can I forget? Dude, I'm so bad with names now. Fuck, it's on the tip of my tongue. His friend.
She needed to be murdered.
Oliver Tree. Ethan went viral for making a joke at the Oliver Tree Memorial, being like, well, you used to tell me my career was dead, but now you're dead. Which, tasteless, shitty, but like, hey, they were friends. Oliver Tree was an adult. They had this. That's why I didn't really talk about it. I'm like, it's insensitive. I want to make this fucking joke, but like, hey, Ethan was his friend. I'm not going to sit here and be like, it's not okay to make this joke about your friend. I just don't give enough of a shit about this. This person is not your fucking friend. This person is not a fucking adult. This person is a little girl. This person is a little girl that was raped and murdered, and her body was left to rot in a car. You do not have any right. You do not have any claim to make any fucking joke that could be interpreted in any fucking way that is negative. I'm sorry, man. That is fucking nuts. That is fucking nuts.
raised a series of text messages.
There's one more clip.
She said circle, circle, dot, dot. and
we
couldn't
pinky
disobey.
Oh God!
Your Honor, we jinxed infinitied. And I couldn't say no to having sex with her at that point. She said circle, circle, dot, dot.
She's laughing now. What a laugh that Uma Palma captured this screenshot, which is in our thumbnail. What the fuck?
We
couldn't
pinky
disobey.
Oh God!
Your Honor, we jinxed infinitied. And I couldn't say no to having sex with her at that point. She said circle, circle, dot, dot. and I couldn't
pinky
disobey.
Oh God!
Your Honor, we jinxed infinity.
Ethan, you're hilarious making jokes about their text message exchanges. You're so funny.
Indeed. And I couldn't say no to having sex with her at that point. She said circle, circle, dot, dot.
Andrea says crime like this should not be covered this way. Imagine anyone in her family comes across this. It's just fucking insane, dude. Like, if you're gonna choose to cover a topic at, like, for example, we covered we just talked about the Jared Leto situation. Was I cracking any inappropriate jokes, or maybe I made some jokes about the criminal, about Jared Leto, did I make jokes at the victim's expense? Never. Never fucking ever, dude. So you guys calling her crazy bitch had it coming. This was at the end of the, imagine after my segment of Jared Leto being accused of sexual harassment and rape again, right? Imagine like, well, this was a nice, tight little fuckable segment, wasn't it, guys? Well, first of all, if the segment has anything to do with rape, sexual violence, why are you even talking about fuckable? You can say, I know what you mean. You say this was nice and tight, like a tight episode. Like I get it, but like she can't. They said the word tight, and she was like, "Oh, it reminds me of fuckable. Let me add that in there." It's like no. When you're dealing with sexual violence, when you're talking about underage victims being sexually assaulted, molested, raped, don't make any. This is tight and fuckable. Don't make those fucking comments. Don't be like the crazy bitch had it coming when it's a 14-year-old victim. I saw a tweet at some point being like, I wonder if they would have talked about Celeste like that if she were white, if she were a white victim. Honestly, judging by those two, yes, they would have, because they don't give a shit. I don't think this lady gives a shit. I don't think Ethan, I think both of those people would have made the exact same jokes if Celeste were white. That's how fucking low these people are. Like, they just don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Equal opportunity mocking. Yeah, I don't know what they meant by circle dot thing, personally.
we pinky promised.
Oh God,
Your Honor, we jinxed infinity'd. And I couldn't say no to having sex with her at that point. She said,
Comrade 952 sends another $2 donut. Thank you so much, Comrade, and says they're absolute scum. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Otto Van Zola says H3 is the Tony Hinchcliffe of podcasts. I don't know why when I read it, Otto Van Zola, you sound like God, was it? I'm forgetting all these names now. What's up? Armin Zola in from the comics. Zola. He becomes the screen, the head in the screen. I will get you, Captain America. It's Israeli. Kill Tony. I know you don't sound like that, Otto Van Zola, but your name's fucking dope. Otto, your name is fucking odd, dude. That's fucking awesome. Oh, is the Discord? So can someone check the Discord link? One of my favorite Spider-Man villains is Dr. Octopus, aka Otto Octavius. So anyone with the name Otto Van Zola, fucking awesome. Is the Discord link broken? Can someone check the one that we have pinned? Man with long last name says, anyway, I got to do more walking. We're almost done. Hail Hydra. No. What's his name? Zola? Arnim Zola? Yeah, Arnim Zola. He's a master. Armin Zola's a supervillain, but what's his name become? This guy. Cut off one head. Him. Dr. Arnim Zola, and then it becomes the head on the screen. I can't remember. I remembered his fucking name. But did he have another name in like the Marvel comics or something, where it was always just Zola? Yeah, I guess it was just Zola. But it's working, so it seems like it's working. Try again, Alia, or maybe I don't know. Do you have a Discord account? I'm guessing you do. Try the one that Haley just shared. I'm gonna pin the one that Haley just shared. Otto Van Zola. So I mean, that's it, literally. That's all there is to talk about
tight
here.
Little
let me
fuckable
just
episode.
click this for a second.
Ethan has stuff to do. Explicit text messages, dozens of disturbing photos, a secret abortion. The latest hearing in the case against singer David just wrapped, and we explicit text messages, dozens of disturbing photos, a secret abortion. The latest hearing in the case against singer David just wrapped, and we have all the updates right here on H3 After Dark.
Hope you're ready for a tight little fuckable episode to talk about all these updates. Like, you see how they're trying to start it like an episode of 60 minutes? They're trying to make it seem like an adult report 60 minutes expose, only to end with like, well, I hope this was a fuckable episode. Oh yeah. Celeste's final days. Look at those chapters, dude. David's text with Celeste, Celeste's final days, the timeline after Celeste's murder, the ruling of the preliminary.
Rule out that she was holding an instrument that caused either of those wounds. Like she stabbed herself.
She stabbed herself to death several times in the chest and abdomen.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone do that?
What?
Is that a thing? Is that like...
I don't think so. But the ME was like, the doctor said he couldn't.
Public opinion, if he comes off empathetic or, you know, I just don't think it could be any worse for him currently.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, if you're up for the death penalty potentially in a state like California and, you know, we're repeatedly essaying a child, I mean, that's going to be hard to beat, especially with all the...
Essaying a child? You mean, you know, the fuckable shit you were just talking about? Oh?
Electronic evidence they have. So...
There it is. This case continues to intrigue. Absolutely, Kate. Appreciate it. And well, I love the update on murder one.
Well,
yeah, we're going to be on Freeport. Yeah.
Dude, okay. 1 second. Is the transcript, let's see, is it still here? Tight. There it is, 10408.
Okay, well, that's a nice tight little episode, tight little fuckable episode. Ethan has stuff to do. He's very excited.
I'm very urgently need to get home, and not that I was rushing this episode by any means.
No, of course
we
not.
enjoyed the full update, but EverQuest Legends did come out at 12 o'clock. The servers opened, and as you know, this is so important to me. And what's tomorrow?
Wednesday.
Yeah, we're not doing a show tomorrow.
All right, cool.
No, I'll be here tomorrow. Stop it. But I am going to go home and play EverQuest Legends, so thank you.
Are you still going with Slow as the name?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
It's
well,
4
enjoy
letters.
it.
Yeah, it's 4 letters. But me and Dan we're going to...
Fun vibes on the H3 podcast. Anyways, folks, I hope this was a tight little, you know, fuckable episode for you all. Nice little, you know, nice and tight, you know? Fuckable, this episode, right? Disgusting. R.I.P. to Celeste. Let's hope her fucking murderer ends up in fucking prison. Justice for the victims of Jared Leto. Let's hope he gets what's fucking coming to him. Let's hope that Scooter Braun gets what's fucking coming to him. Let's hope that Netanyahu and all the people that were with him at that dinner yesterday get what's coming to them. Wherever country they're from, even if they're from Lebanon. Let's hope that evil befalls them. Yeah, I know. Yeah, see how gross that is? See how fucking gross that is? I'm just saying it to prove a point. Like, this is fucking disgusting. It's so vulgar. And I've said some fucking vulgar things. I have said some fucking vulgar things in the past. Never like this. Never in a scenario like this. It's disgusting. Disgusting. To everybody who's here today, thank you for being here. Artful Decadence, good night. Meet Elf, good night to you. Let me say thank you once again to everybody who donated today, who sent in a super chat. Like Comrade952, thank you for gifting us up and for sending a super chat. Music Ahuli, thanks so much for all the super chats and for offering to help me frame some cool stuff. Dana Sufyan Ali, thank you so much. Samsam and Yves Jabran, thank you guys for being members for so long. We appreciate you, especially you, Eve, for 10 months. Music Ahuli, thanks again for all those little super chats. Drag the Rippa, thank you. Andrea Joan, thank you for becoming a member yet again. Burp Reynolds, thank you for the super chat. Ators, thank you for the super chat. Marina, thank you for the gifted. Haley, thank you for the gifted. 5 gifted. Sunflower Dragon, thank you for the dono. Skidsy, Honk Big, thank you for becoming members or renewing your memberships. Thank you. You guys are so fucking awesome. You make such a big difference in this community. We love and appreciate you. Content coming on Patreon very soon. I just need to figure out how to upload it. Karine has filmed it. Morning Glory Milking Farm is farmed. I'm going to try to download it right now, actually. Let's try to do that. I'm going to, as I do the time codes. Love you guys. Thank you. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good night. Appreciate you all. Sorry for making that fuckable joke at the end. I was just trying to prove a point of how nasty it is. I know you guys understand. We love you. We appreciate you. And as always, do not worry.